get me started.
Don't get me started. Oh, shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Was there always that last final bark? I'm sure it was.
Yeah. Across the static. Yeah.
For whatever reason, it was. Anyway. Welcome once again to Don't Get Me Started.
Got to get used to this. It's there. Hello.
We're round at Chez Jez, as we used to, on and off before we landed permanently at Borton Towers. Did our things come up? I was looking at that.
They did come up. Yes.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm Alex. This is Jez. If you've not been here before, I've got to stop looking up at the screen there and start looking more. It's so weird to do it here. Anyway, we're here on episode 168. Checks notes. And the last month. How long have we been doing it? What year is this? How long? I know they want the intro to stay, but I should remember. The last week of Pawsitivity Month, Jez. How does it feel? How do you feel?
I feel dogged. I think is the phrase. We do have a dog here.
Yeah, there's a dog at the end of that leash.
In traditional dog styling, though, he's not that arsed about being up here.
I have to say,
he just wants to sit on the floor.
My understanding of Button, for it is he, is normally he's very, very excited, but he's very placid at the moment, and camera looked clearer. Yeah, actually, I was thinking how the camera looked clearer when I was setting. You know, I said, "Oh, the lights look really bright. Can we just check it?" And I was massively over analyzing it. It did look really clear.
You know what the answer is, don't you? It's closer.
We're closer. We are a lot closer.
So it's a lot closer than it normally is.
Yes.
Yeah. How's the audio? Is the other question. That should have just transplanted naturally.
Let us know if the audio is
holding this relentlessly. I don't need to. He's fine.
Yeah, very relaxed. So, seeing Jez's front room is a trip. Yeah, it's a trip back down memory lane.
It is. Yeah. We used to do this every other week. One of the TikToks that played at the beginning was here. The hibachi.
Oh, the hibachi one.
Hibachi one. Yeah, I can't remember what it's actually about, but the hibachi joke is the best thing about that. Yeah.
The Jurist head count. I was just listening to that.
Yeah.
I definitely feel close to y'all in this moment. Yeah. Come closer. Come in here.
Yeah.
Come and sit down here. He says, patting in a weirdly strange way.
Bring on Buttonaki. Well, there's an old saying: you can take a dog to DGMS, but you can't make him sit next to Jez.
Yeah. You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
I mean, I'll pick him up in a minute, but he's pretty chill right now, so I'm just inclined to leave him.
Yeah.
I mean, I could try and bribe him with treats. I've got many treats and things back here, so
the dog is happy. Well, so this is the last week, and we promised you a real dog, and there's a real dog. You can, if you're looking closely, you'll see the fluffiness.
You can see a little bit of his.
Yeah.
What's this bit?
His back. The back.
You can see a little bit of his back.
Am I as welcome on this couch as the other? No, Ellie, you're much more welcome. I can only speak for myself. You're much more welcome to come to my...
You are very welcome on this couch, but you won't be sleeping on it in the same way that people sleep on Alex's sofa.
Yeah.
This is not a sleeping couch.
No, mine is, for sure.
It's a loungy, Jez sit and watch loads of sports couch, which I've been doing a lot of because it's Olympics season.
Yes!
And I've watched lots of Olympics. You've watched...
None.
Right.
It's not that I don't want to. I haven't. So maybe that's the same thing. I don't know. But I watched the Olympic opening ceremony. I have opinions. I enjoyed it, though. But I haven't seen anything since.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
That makes one person.
I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it and I disliked it. We'll get into it. There were bits I liked. There were bits I didn't like.
I mean, to be fair, I only watched the kind of last half an hour, 45 minutes of it. And I think that might have been the most bizarre of the entire ceremony.
I don't know. So. It was pretty bizarre all the way. We went down to the Harbour Arm down in Folkestone, and myself and Aletha watched it from the word go. And we saw
it's just a giant arm.
Every bit of it.
Fist at the end of it. Don't know why they don't call it the giant fist, but...
Well, yeah.
Giant fist. Come and do all your fisting here. That's what they should market it.
But yes, at the beginning there was... some crazy water dancers and lots of Marie Antoinettes with her head cut off dancing and was standing there singing, and it was all a bit crazy. So in that regard, it was crazy from the beginning and it got a bit crazier. And yeah, but I liked it. But we'll get on to that probably.
Just trying to refresh the dog thing, but I can't remember how to do anything on OBS. What's that? Interact? Open?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I can't remember how to do a fucking thing in this thing. Refresh cache of current page. That's probably it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
It's down there. There we are.
There doesn't appear to be a logo in the corner either. That's an interesting phenomenon.
There was one though.
There was one, yeah.
Because it was over the back of my laptop at one point when we had the camera too. I thought it looked kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yes. I know you guys don't like cyclists, but holy shit at Tom Pidcock.
Yeah, and that was pretty impressive actually. He managed to suffer a puncture during the mountain biking race thing, and so obviously that held him back. He lost like 40 seconds. It was 40 seconds behind everyone, and then he just blasted his way back through, caught up, and eventually won the gold medal. So,
wow, really?
Yeah, it was pretty damn
How did
impressive.
he fix his bike?
I think he just swapped the...
Does he have someone...
You know, like you can just change an entire tyre.
Yeah, sure, but where is it?
Where's the tyre?
Yeah, because he's... If the one on your punching on your bike, where...
Oh, I assume he had like spotters around.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that works.
It just appeared out of nowhere, basically. Still trying to fix this logo. Sorry, guys.
Oh yes, Jez. I noticed that Peacock's streaming service has on-demand WWE content. Tried watching 2024 Royal Rumble, and the Women's Rumble was horrible. So bad I fell asleep and never returned for the Men's Rumble.
Actually, the Women's Rumble was slightly better than the men's one, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
It was the whole Royal Rumble event was slightly disappointing, and yeah, that was a thing. Is this even the right thing? No, that's why that is not working.
You can still do it, says my rings. Mate, I haven't even made it a quarter of the way through. That's probably, I should probably do the whole Tom Pidcock thing, and even though I think I'm not going to make it, I can still make my rings.
You can definitely do it, I believe in you.
I just can't be bothered. Plus, I'm here.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do anything in OBS. It's really weird.
There's
DGMS
our
logo
picture.
on.
There you go. That'll be it then. Oh.
No, that didn't do anything. We're not having a logo today. We've got a cushion. That'll do the job.
And a little space, so it's like there's more of me, or rather, there's more on your side.
Yes,
in preparation
a
for the dog to be next to you.
Shall I pick him up? Let's pick him up.
Okay, go on then.
Move this a minute.
Okay.
Button.
Let's bring the dog. There you go. Welcome to the show, Button.
Camera's there, mate.
Yeah. Right there with a little blue light on.
Yeah, look at the blue light. The one in front, one behind.
Camera 1.
Yeah, that went about as well as I expected. Yeah. But he's there. There is a dog.
Yes.
As promised.
Yes. A real live actual dog. If any of you have questions for the dog, we can
ask them.
We can ask
certainly.
them.
Yep.
See what you say. So any question answered for Button. Just drop it in the chat. We'll ask it.
Instead of an AMA, it's like an ABA. Ask Button anything.
And the dog is all, what the fuck? I'm sleeping here. Yeah, Button is now looking very relaxed.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing with his legs.
The most relaxed I've ever seen him, frankly, because
he's a sausage right now.
Every time I come around here, he normally goes absolutely mad.
Maybe he wants a bone. Do you want a bone?
Sniffs at the bone. Not really. Oh my god, he's doing the thing you said. That's like unbelievable.
It was identical.
Yeah, it was identical.
Yeah.
Just before we started doing this, Jez went, "Can I have some of those biscuits that Button looks at and then kind of goes like this?" And I was like, "Okay." And then you did it,
and that's what he did.
And that's exactly. Is the dog okay? Button, are allergies real?
Okay.
Button, are allergies real?
That's a no.
A no.
Yeah.
No. Oh, he kind of thought about no. Allergies are not real, according to Button.
No, you cannot be allergic to anything, according to Button.
No. Is the dog currently drugged?
Are you currently drugged, Button?
It's very...
I think he's
very
pleading
still.
the fifth right now.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
no.
He doesn't want to say anything.
Doesn't want to incriminate
the basis
him.
He may incriminate himself.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want one of those.
Try a different one, yeah. Try a Bonio thing, whatever that thing.
I don't even know what this is. It's a biscuit with some more biscuit inside it.
Yeah, I kind of like the look of that one.
Do you want a bit of this?
Literally. Could not give a
He's
fuck.
like, no, not even a little bit.
The dog has been very well behaved. They say don't ever work with dogs or children.
Yeah.
Well, not specifically dogs, just animals.
Maybe offer the dog some Pepsi. Okay, have another one down here in my.
This is the entire show.
Would you like some Pepsi? Oh, that really offended him.
Oh shit!
Like hell no. No,
Got to tell you that weird blue Pepsi came up on my cashback app last week. Says Hearthstone, but it's Say No's only. I was up in Say No's and I didn't see it. Still not find the blue Pepsi. We'll get to it when
we'll get to it. We were focusing on dogs
Pepsi month
and stuff. We'll do Pepsi month soon. Yeah. Basically, that's the other 11 months of the year. Pepsi month. Yeah.
Well,
maybe I'll give him something he does like, just so that he shows some signs of life. How about this?
This dog literally could not give.
I've broken this dog.
A single shit. I've never seen this dog so placid.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Will, for the 168 bits.
He's probably weirded out by the fact that I'm letting him sit next to me. This is unprecedented.
It's like,
you will understand. So I'm not sure
going on
I trust
here.
anything that's happening right now. Why is he being nice to me? I don't understand.
So thank you very much, everyone, for dropping in for the last week of Pawsitivity Month. I know that Hearthstone's here. I can see Ellie's here. Karis, Will's here. More people will be here. Aletha's actually physically here.
Yes, they are. They've got the old school traditional party in the kitchen watching DGMS. Yeah, I don't know whether they've managed to get it on the TV or not because that TV is old as shit and may not function in a 4K stream. But you can let us know. May all just be sat around their phones like it's
the happy glow
bunch of tiny fireplaces.
Kind of weird being in here again.
The TV. Nana K's got up. There you go. She's here as well. She was asleep when you arrived.
Yes, but she said to me, "Look after my dog."
Oh, did she say that?
Yeah. I think she's worried that you would
eat him or something.
Yeah, do something to the dog.
I'm not going to do that because he's very hairy and I don't want to get hair stuck in my teeth.
No.
Other than the other obvious reasons of law.
I've literally not seen Butter. Does Butter know that he's been used as a prop in our Pawsitivity Month? And therefore, it's like, if I have to be here, I will do nothing. I'm just here to get paid. You know that. I'm just here so I don't get fined. The old Marshall and Lynch line. So he's just here so he doesn't get fined.
He's just here to be a radiator right now. He's like radiating heat. I think that's why he was on the floor when we started. He's like, fuck being up here. It's too warm, man. I'm just be on the floor where there's a breeze somewhat rolling through.
Hey, USMC, welcome in. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope things are going well.
Salute.
We're doing Pawsitivity Month, a month of dog-related
I seem to remember USMC loving dogs, if that's a memory. Yeah,
I think so.
That I'm getting correctly. Do correct. Is it hot your way? Yes. It's hot by our standards anyway. Yeah. It's probably not hot by your standards.
It's like 20 degrees, right?
Yeah, something like that. It's 22 degrees Celsius. Not Fahrenheit. That's
so what is that in
cold.
Fahrenheit? What's like 2022 Fahrenheit?
It's probably about 80, 75, 80, something around there.
Yeah, well, you can work it out. You're very correct. Loves dogs.
Computer, what is 20 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
So it's 68. Yes.
No, we don't, actually. No. I'm just going to be.
I really wanted to get it in. Yes, I do.
Your porn has arrived.
That's what I was hoping it would be something interesting.
Hardcore Butt Sluts 4 has arrived.
Arrived. Would you like to open it now? Shut up.
Dude, it's been consistently 25 to 28 for the last 3 weeks here, plus humidity. It is very humid here, I will say.
Yeah.
I'm now going to say the number of humidity, and you're going to go, that's not humid. It's been consistently 65% humidity all week.
I didn't know that's something we monitored, really.
Mate, you don't even know what Celsius is.
I really don't. I really don't, as was proved in that clip we had just before we started. Yeah. Damn, I'd love it to be 68F. Yeah. 68F is a character we have in Am I the Arsehole?
I mean, it's probably a bit warmer in here with, the sun beaming down on it and no air conditioning and all the lights and all that kind of stuff. So
yes, we'll keep it short because I don't really care. But yes, welcome in everybody. Thanks for being here. And after this week, there'll be no more worrying about dogs.
There won't. No.
But this week we'll do This Is Happening very, very soon. We'll see what's been happening with you. He says pointed directly at the correct place to point.
Correct.
And might do some other little sections. But I have a quiz and we have a dog, and we just hope that the dog would be enough content on its own.
I don't want to say he's letting us down, but
what do you think about the heat button? You happy with this? 20 degrees? 22 degrees?
I don't think he is.
No, maybe he doesn't understand what word I'm fucking saying.
Is he still alive? Or let's just get a pulse.
It's 82 degrees Fahrenheit.
No pulse. I think he's legally dead.
Ah, shit. And 78% humidity.
82 degrees Fahrenheit's nice, though. 78% humidity, not so much. But...
I don't understand. If it gets to 100% humidity, is it just we live in water?
Correct.
Huh. We're not so far off. I mean, do you know in the year 3000...
In the year 3000!
Drop my pencil. That's how bored I am of talking about Busted. In Busted, the year 3000, not much has changed, but we live underwater. So that's 100% humidity in the year 3000.
Yes.
So we're getting there. If there was a graph, do you know what I mean?
Do you think if we lived underwater, instead of measuring like humidity, like the weather apps would be like, it's 20% dryness right now, and people are like, well, this water's feeling a bit dry today. It's very, very, very far. It's very far. All this water's very dry.
Do you know...
Would that be a thing? Or am I just talking bollocks?
Maybe. 100% humidity is the most amount of water the air can hold at a certain temperature. Huh.
Water.
Okay.
This does sound a lot like science.
It's too sciencey for me.
Yeah.
It's too sciencey for me. I know that I have a doctorate in science, and so this would be
not
the
that
sort of...
kind of science.
No.
Yeah. Maybe we would use the salt levels in the water. Oh yeah. It's very, very salty
If you
out
wanted
there.
to eat biscuits, I don't think I want one.
I mean, maybe for some bits you could eat the biscuits. That would.
God, I can't imagine it.
That would be pretty funny. But, yeah.
So when do you want to do this quiz? It'll be a bit later, I think.
Yes,
I have a quiz of about 25 different dogs.
Look at this guy making an actual fucking effort. 25 dogs.
Once I found dogs, I couldn't stop finding dogs. If anything, it's probably too long a quiz.
They're like Pringles.
Yes. Once you dog, you can't stog. And that's a fact you can take to the bank. But I think maybe it's too many, but I don't give a fuck.
Fair enough.
I've done it now. We can all look at the dogs.
We're all here now at the dog show, so it's all good.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, I was playing, myself and Aletha were playing a game last night we found on YouTube, which was like, name the rapper from the emojis. So it's like an icy thing.
I'm with you. Yeah,
and like a cube.
And then a cube.
Yeah.
Okay.
But honestly, they don't make any sense. And
what, rapper names or the emojis or both?
Both.
Yeah.
And some of them I've never heard before, and I'm like, that's not true. That can't be their name. And then the game is confidently stating what you think the rapper's name is based on it, even though you say what you see in the classic catchphrase way. So obviously what you say is going to be nonsense, and it won't ever be. But sometimes you get it right, and you're like, I was just kidding.
Mr. Chips gets butt fucked.
It's like, shit, there really is a rapper called Mr. Chips Get Butt Fucked. Bitskits. I'm telling you what, Bitskits ain't happening. Bitskits ain't shit.
Bitskit's got a bit, is what I'm going to say. Throw your bits at him and he will eat a biscuit, I'm pretty sure.
I won't.
I'm sure you can be convinced.
I won't at all. They look horrible. I've never eaten one in my life, and I never will.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they do look horrible. Actually, let's try this one.
The dog didn't even want them, and they're biscuits for dogs.
Button,
do you want a dog? I do want a dog.
This rock.
Do you want a biscuit? Get your bits out for Alex. It really is baring its teeth at you. It doesn't want food. You can't insert it into its brain. It's not a money box.
It's not interested.
Biscuits with gravy or jam. I've heard
with gravy!
I've heard about biscuits with gravy. I don't really know what it is. But I think biscuits with gravy are like some sort of scone-related thing. I don't think they're biscuits in the sense of a...
Correct. Biscuits, American biscuits, especially Deep South biscuits, are not like our biscuits. We're talking... These are biscuits.
Yeah, like
dog
a hard...
biscuits.
A hard...
Do you call dog biscuits? Because that would really fuck up the American language, I feel. Or are they dog cookies?
Shall we move to This Is Happening?
Boy, should we. Yes, I can actually see this a lot better because it's closer to me. This is great. I'm enjoying this. Shall I push the button?
Do it.
Okay. In the segment that we like to call This Is Fucking Happening.
In a world filled with haps and naps, two men have risen above to bring you This Is Happening.
Dog has moved onto your lap there, Jeremy. How cute. Really cute. Look how happy. Hello, dog. You're right.
Is he happy? He doesn't
No,
feel
he's
happy.
not
No.
at all happy.
No.
This is happening. All the haps and naps that you want to put in the chat. Everything that's good and everything that's bad. Sling it in there. Have you had a good week, Jeremy?
I have had a good week. Yeah. It's the first few days of the kids' summer holiday. So I've had Karis and Hannah here a lot, and we've done lots of things. You're very confused, aren't you? You're like, why is this weirdo he doesn't like me. Why has he put me on his lap? This is bizarre. Very bizarre.
Yes, it's holiday time, isn't it?
Yeah. So we've done, some things that we wouldn't normally get to do, being that Karis is normally working and Hannah's normally in school.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. I kind of forgotten. That's good. That means that I can drive the school route, as it were, that I go to work on a Wednesday without being
without hindrance.
Without hindrance of rush hour chat.
Yes.
Rush hour cars and rush hour things.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's good. And of course, it is the Olympics now.
Olympics.
And I did watch the Olympic opening ceremony. I have also been watching, not at the same time, but the Netflix documentary about the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
I saw that because I got Netflix back this week. I decided to throw my money at Netflix, and then realised that I had inadvertently made a political statement, which was amazing because it was a good political statement at the same time. Yeah. Not that we politics on this show, but you know that Biden has stepped down as the Democratic nominee for president.
I do know that.
And so it's now Kamala Harris who is going up against Donald J. Outset.
Yeah.
Well, the owner of Netflix donated something like $7 million to her campaign or something. And,
really?
And all of the MAGAs were like, "Oh, I'm going to cancel my Netflix subscription. Fuck you, you lefty bastards," and all this shit. And that coincided with the day that I got Netflix. So it seems like I am supporting Netflix in their choices.
I like it.
And while I'm happy to support that, really, I just wanted to watch The Last Kingdom again because it's fucking amazing. It's only on Netflix.
Well, I haven't watched it at all. Kingdom? No, never did, never have.
Definitely should. It's fantastic.
It keeps coming up, I think, because I think it's possible after you mentioned it to Aletha the other day, I think maybe she
listened.
Prodded it, and now it keeps coming up. But no, we decided we wanted to watch the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders because
is that a new thing then?
It is new, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first season I've seen it. I don't know if they're going to plan to do any more of it because I suppose once you've shown them how brutal it is and how difficult it is and people making the cut, I don't know how many times you can really run that out because it's not a reality show. They did a show in America called like making the cut or making the grade. I can't remember what it's called, but making the team. It's called Making the Team, and it's all about kind of a sort of reality TV look at making the team, making the squad of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. And so they use a lot of that footage. But this is not that. This is just how we decide what they have to go through. It's super rigorous. And the reason I'm watching it is because I love the NFL and I love to see how people, really the efforts they need to go through, and not because I want to look at 21-year-old women
of course not.
In tiny
no.
cowboy shorts.
Heavens forbid. Yeah, the same reason I don't watch the beach volleyball. It's not because of the scantily clad women. It's because of their excellent skill at bouncing a ball.
But yes, so because of that, I know quite a lot now. I say I not know quite a lot. The precision that's required to do a long kick line of that
kind of can looking kick thing that they do.
Which has to be super precise, unlike what we were watching at the Paris opening ceremony, where the can-canners couldn't can to save their fucking life. And some were up, some were down, some were left, some were right. They were all over the place. It was terrible. So I did watch the Olympic ceremony, and I loved the idea that instead of putting it in a stadium, they wanted to, throw it out into Paris, and it's all the way along the Seine, and it's all like vibrant and interesting, and it's in the city, and everything's like parkour and fun and cool. And
I like the idea of it.
Brave statement.
It didn't fucking work.
It didn't. This felt like a first draft.
As much as I like you, you're very warm. And that's
this is
making me very, very
a first draft that never got past first draft. It's almost like all these ideas that people have, and then you're like, that'll work, and then no one stops people, There's sometimes, I can't remember with Captain Brilliant, he'd say, how about we do this? And we'd be like, no, I don't think that's really good.
Throw out your ideas. No ideas too crazy or stupid.
Yeah.
And then they just didn't bother vetting them.
Yeah, exactly. They just went, how about...
Yep, that's a good one. Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure about that one, but let's write it down. We can always get rid of it later. And they never did.
How about we bring a huge dish, like a dinner dish, and we open it up, and it's a blue man dressed up as Dionysus, suggesting we should have some moderation, like Dionysus would never say in his life. And I'm like...
And you can definitely see his scrotum. Make sure that's in there too.
And how about, how about all manner of things? How about 20 marionettes with their head cut off with a big Viking boat going along a massive red ribbons?
Did not see that. That sounds pretty decent.
But, it was decent. There was lots of decent bits, and I did really enjoy the kind of the horse that was riding down the Seine in a really kind of... I was really taken by that. It was very impressive because I don't know really how you do that without it kind of wobbling. It was really straight and true and cool, but I don't know. So it was kind of good. It was torn tights and a trick of the light.
Keep telling yourself that, Dom. You saw a scrotum on national television.
I just torn tights and the trick of the light has a very satisfying way to read out. That wasn't a scrotum. I'll show you a scrotum. Well, I zoomed in a lot.
I'm sure you did.
Welcome in, Dom.
I'm sure you did. Yes.
Yeah, I liked it, but it felt like their idea was not as well executed as it might have been. It was like, we've got these ideas, fucking let's just do it. And they hadn't really rehearsed or practiced it, and then on the night they just did it.
There's sometimes the notion of were the people who organised this on acid?
Yeah.
I think they wanted to create a feeling of, was I on acid watching this instead? Accuse the audience of being totally high and off their tits.
It was just a bit ragged and kind of like...
The rain did not help.
No, it really didn't. It couldn't have helped. And that's part of the problem, I suppose, in that regard. You're very exposed to that. Mind you, in a similar way in a stadium, I'd imagine, unless you've got a roof on it. But I didn't realise we were playing cock or ball. Cock or ball.
Have I got the sting? I have. Just because we can. Cock or ball.
Cock or ball. Cock or ball. Is it a cock or is it a ball? The answer is, oh man, I think I've got a broken head.
Oh yeah, you headbutted the windowsill, didn't you?
I headbutted.
Let's have a look at it. Oh yeah, you have got a little graze on the top of your head there.
When we were trying to put the stuff in the right place here, I was on my hands and knees behind the sofa,
and then he, started to set things up.
Yeah. And then finally we had to kind of get started.
Taking it seriously.
And I bashed my head on the windowsill because I didn't know it was there. Anyway,
the window was probably a clue.
It was. Should have thought about it. Should have thought about a lot of things.
Should have thought this through.
But yeah, I don't know. It was quite a ragged, imprecise. It's like we needed 20 rehearsals, so we did 2 and called it a night. This is how I think it might have worked for the French. They're all just drinking red wine and just sitting around. I think maybe Lady Gaga comes out. She comes down some steps, I think. That will do. I think maybe we'll have Marie Antoinette, 20 of her, because she is totally dead. And maybe a band plays on a castle. And maybe Dionysus is blue for some fucking reason. I don't know. Fuck it. Let's get some more wine. And I think that's what happened, honestly. There's just like...
That is a total French kind of laissez-faire.
Oh, 100%. I think maybe we just have a fashion show. It goes on for 18 hours. Never stops. It's still going on the Pont Neuf. So I think maybe that was something. And the problem also was...
You're right. It's just people outside. They're pulling suitcases and carrying bags. Are you all right with that?
You all right, dog?
Any comment on the suitcases and bags?
But all in all, I quite enjoyed it. I mean, the lights. What I did think at one point was like at the end, they needed to take the torch.
At the end, they needed to go back to the beginning and do it fucking better.
They needed to take the torch to the torch place, to the cauldron or wherever it was going to go. And that's obviously the iconic bit. We need to have that done. It's been going all the way across the city. Various people. It started out with Zinedine Zidane. And then it was
carried by that French icon, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Nothing's more French than Snoop Dogg.
And then some sort of Valjean parkour guy took it halfway across the city, then gave it back to Zidane, who'd already had it, who gave it almost immediately to Rafa Nadal, who gave it to Serena Williams. And I'm like, we are really hitting some very specifically well-known...
that other well-known French athlete, Rafa Nadal, and Serena Williams.
And then they got on a boat to take it most of the way, and they realised at that point, shit, the place it's going to is too fucking far away. We're going to need to play for time. And then they brought up some random interpretive dancer to dance outside the Eiffel Tower for about 20 minutes to cover the time it took to drive Carl Lewis and Rafa Nadal and Serena Williams and someone I couldn't identify.
You know, I mean, you didn't have to rehearse it with those actual people, but did you not time that out?
Yeah, honestly.
How long does it take to drive from here to here? Probably about 15 seconds.
It's like, get that guy up and do some dancing. I don't know what to... Just fucking dance. We didn't realise we had 20 minutes to fucking kill. Honestly. I once went on a pub crawl with Captain Brilliant, and it just went all the way across London. There was no kind of pub. It's like, pub,
we're going to start here, and then we're going to go here, and then we'll come back here.
Yeah, it was honestly...
And then we'll go up here, and then back here, and then over where we were the second time.
The problem with that Captain Brilliant pub crawl was that we never got drunk because we were walking too much. We were walking for like 20 minutes between pubs, so you never really got drunk.
That was the problem with the Mumbles Mile, as we came to do it in the latter stages of it with all the pubs closing. It was like, right, so when's the next pub? Oh, it's about a 20-minute walk. Like, right, yeah. Walk that, sober up.
Yes, and then get another. So in a similar way, it felt like at this first meeting, they just went, well, it will be a good an hour to walk it. And we're like, we can't make an hour. Don't worry, we'll make it up dans le bateau. And we're like, okay, cool. And so they did most of it in that and then walked it the rest of the way.
What does Don le bateau mean?
He's in the boat.
Right.
Dans le bateau.
You're poking your tongue out now. You probably need a drink, actually. Could we get a delivery of a drink for the dog? He's doing a tongue thing and probably wants some water.
But I haven't watched any other stuff. I did really enjoy the lighting of the Le Ballon. And everything about that. So I on the face of it, I enjoyed it. But
probably
it was
best delivered by the front window, by the way, rather than the door.
Yeah,
it's probably the easiest way.
A subscription landed the way of USMC. You're very welcome. I don't doubt. There you go. It was Will. Thank you very much, Will, for handing out.
Not even bothering to be anonymous anymore.
No, I love it.
But...
if you scroll up a little bit, just to see if we can find some other people's bullshit.
Oh yeah, we were doing This Is Happening, weren't we? So
Dog on DGMS, says Will.
That is absolutely Hap.
I mean, that is Hap.
I'm legally obligated to say that is Hap, and so I will do so. And I will also say that for those who haven't been here all month, if I say anything negative about a dog, you can call me on it, and I will donate £1 to the Mountain Rescue Dogs charity. Which
looks like some
didn't
coming in
get
this way.
the second message. You're not going anywhere, mate. Just some water.
The dog is now. The dog is going. Dog. Oh, an actual live donation from Kay, who's joined us just behind. Actual money.
£5 British. See? I'm a dog whisperer. I knew he wanted a drink. You can come back up now if you want. We can go see Alex.
Come.
He actually likes you. I mean, he likes you as well. There you go.
You can come up to me anytime you want. I love you.
Got away with it, Alex. It was fine. Nobody
noticed it.
Nobody noticed a single thing.
On this incredibly excellent mics and camera setup.
Nobody noticed a thing.
We'll see what happens when we get down to that. Tamsin's not here, and Tamsin would be the one person I would have expected to be here.
It's true, yeah.
Oh, it's damn true. Deadpool and Wolverine. Hap. It's out.
Yeah, everyone's talking about it.
Yes, they are.
I don't think I give a shit. Do you give a shit?
No, but Aletha wants to go and see it, and I'm interested in seeing it because of that.
That sounds like you give a shit.
I do. I kind of. The thing about it is, what I will say about Marvel in general is I don't really care about it, but I'm not against watching it, but I'm not rushing to see it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't hate it, but my view of Marvel, if there is a view of Marvel, which I might have said before and probably is what everyone thinks, is that all the time they had a really clear story going through it on their Thanos storyline. Everything that was driving towards that with a clear through story, we're all okay. Once we got to the other end of that, it's like they didn't have any plan after that, and now all they're doing is one-off bits of crap until they can come up with another 20 film arc, which they just keep not doing. Do you know what I mean? They keep just not... I don't know if it's just me, and I don't watch a lot of Marvel, but it just feels like they don't have an ongoing story.
They started to plan it out, and then they were like, oh, people are really digging this. We're going to have to extend it from the original 10 we had planned to 100. How are we going to do that? We'll work it out.
Did you see they announced at probably Comic-Con?
Yes, I was going to say the big uproar / celebration, mostly uproar, about Robert Downey Jr. returning to the franchise.
As Doctor Doom.
Completely different character to the one he played for most of this Marvel universe.
I quite like that as an interesting concept, kind of like saying everybody gets to play one character. It's never really been said, but you kind of think, well, obviously you'll play the one person. We'll not have you play another person. And obviously it's gone so far now, and because his character's dead.
Spoilers.
Yeah, for a film that came out however long ago. It seems like such a long...
Well, I haven't seen it.
Well, guess fuck you then.
I guess fuck me.
Yes, but evidently they thought that's enough time has passed for him to be able to play Doctor Doom. And what a reveal!
Dr. Doomlittle. Is that his name?
He talks to the animals, then he kills them.
I mean, not as good as me, obviously. I knew that this dog was thirsty. That's how fucking G I am.
I just kind of feeling how fucking... What a circle jerk it must have been at Marvel HQ when they were like, and then we'll bring him out amongst a load of Doctor Dooms, and then it will be reveal it's him, and the crowd will lose their fucking shit.
Because it had a parallel to the Iron Man press conference, isn't it? At the end of Iron Man, where he's like, at the end of the first film.
Oh, yeah, he says, I'm Iron Man.
I am Iron Man. And then that's the end of the film.
Yes.
Right.
But I will see...
We know, mate. We just watched you for 2 hours, prick.
But I will see Deadpool and Wolverine, because I like both those characters, and it'll probably be a blast. I think a lot of the time now, they've gone, especially with Thor Ragnarok and Thor Blood and Thunder, or Love and Thunder, or whatever, they've realised they can just take the fucking piss, and everyone's going to dig it.
I've come down to the comments, because I thought there might be comments about this. What are your feelings towards DC, Will asks. You don't really have any at all, do you? I
don't, well, yeah, I mean, I never realised just quite how much I didn't give a fuck about DC. Like, I really when I used to read comics quite a lot, I was really into Batman, and quite a lot of the more current Batman. And I bought and read quite a few Batmans and thought that was quite good. But I don't think there's really any other character. I also read the Justice League. I used to read loads of Justice League, so and that was quite good.
See, I've never really been a comic book guy, so I've never read any of the DC or Marvel comic books. But the DC, the most recent DC television universe, the Arrowverse, was very, very into that. Love Arrow and the Flash and Supergirl and all of those ones. That was really cool. The movies, the most recent DC extended universe movies, that had even less of a plan than Marvel did, if we're being honest, and that let it down. But I enjoyed them on an individual basis.
I mean, just talking about this in general, what I would say is that when I used to go to university, there were 2 comic shops in Canterbury, and I walked past one every day. And the guy who ran it was a grouchy prick. And he always looked like the kind of guy who shouldn't be running a comic shop. I went in there thinking this guy's a grouchy prick. And then one day I asked him a question about something, and he turned out to be like a super lovely, amazing nerd that knew everything. He
just doesn't know how to carry his own
He just had a
face.
face that was like, fuck this shit. But he wasn't like that at all. He was really great. And him and his wife ran this thing for ages, and they were amazing. And I went in there all the time. It was called Whatever Comics. And it was just, I bought so much stuff from there. And he was always dead on in the suggestions, and it just disappeared in the end. Probably because it was in competition with Incognito Comics, which is a bit further up near the Marlow. And the guy who ran that had a really fucking grouchy, angry fucking way about him. And it turned
until
out,
you talked to him.
Until I talked to him one time, and it turned out he was a grouchy, irritating fuck. And there was, and he was actually, every time I went into Incognito Comics, he was really lovely, and then he was really a dick, and then he was really lovely, and he was really a dick. And I was like, I mean,
it happens to the best of us.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't want to buy stuff from you anymore. But yeah, I was kind of into it at the time. And also, from a point of view, when I was growing up, and the only thing that was really on when we saw a lot of films when I was very young, it was a lot of Superman, and it was a lot of Batman, and Marvel wasn't really something they'd really gone to town with.
They hadn't bothered yet, no. Not
and even in the
sense.
early Marvels, before it became a real franchise and became a real thing, with those early like Daredevils and the
they
Hulk.
did the Hulk, yeah.
The Hulk and Daredevil and like those early X-Men were actually the X-Men were probably the turning point, I suppose. But I have to say, I just think that DC isn't as good as Marvel. I don't think it's close. But that comes from someone who's a crazy fan of like Spider-Man and Gambit. So there you go. I went a bit crazy there.
There you go.
Borderline, Chez. Right at the borderline.
Well, if you say it's borderline, then
you can get him for this. This is the last one.
I'm going to defer to you and
it's
say
the last midnight.
So that's no pound. I didn't say I disliked him, did I?
No.
I just said that Alex liked him more.
I love you. Come here and receive love.
I bring you love.
He's bringing love. Don't let him get away. Break his legs.
Kill it.
Kill it. Ah, it's Mr. Burns.
It's Mr. Burns.
Kill
him.
I was on a beach vacay last week, and it was nice, says Ellie.
Only nice, not...
She was on the beach.
I didn't have a fantastic time. It wasn't brilliant. It was nice.
It was a single... She was just... I can just see there's like a what am I trying to say? A pinball machine just on the beach, just like in the middle of things. She's just like going crazy.
It's a pinball machine.
John Anderson off of Gladiators died. Was he the person that was
Contenders Daddy?
Will he go on my first whistle?
It's too late.
Oh, well, never mind. I was on a beach vacay last week, and there was... I don't know. It's gone down now.
Oh, sorry. You were reading. I thought
yeah.
I thought you were talking, but then I didn't really think about the fact that you would never go near a beach.
And there was a whiny 4-year-old at the beach house as well. Oh, God.
Maybe you were on the beach.
It's a pound. It's a pound. I don't know. I really don't know whether that's suggesting you need to... unfortunately, now I don't know what amazing classic reference Dom is referring to because we were too far down.
I think it was The Simpsons.
Oh, of course it was. Of course it was.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Burns.
Well, I'd like an official decision from someone, as I'm not just listening to Harmstone. If other people agree that it was a pound donated to the Mountain Rescue Dogs, then I will do it. But I'm not listening to Harmstone.
Welcome in, Scottish
and I
Soul.
think that's fair.
You didn't bring any granny blankets.
Your blankets from the back of your sofa that your mum
Oh, yeah. No, they're back at mine. Yeah. My mum, who is a granny, my mum made them, yeah. And like I would never have had them had she not made them, basically. She was like, "Oh, what do you want?" I'm like, "Red." I always want it red. I love red. But yeah. Yeah, they are really cute. They are really good. She made them both, obviously. I could never have done that. I mean, conceivably, Tamsin might have made them, but no, it was my mum.
Darn it.
Yes.
Says Scottish Soul. No, I think they were knitted, actually, rather than darned.
So, yes.
Come on, that was a good one.
That was all right.
Yeah.
That
was a good one. Ooh, location throwback.
Welcome in, Hannah.
Welcome. Right, let's scroll back up and see what else is happening with these bunch of cunts. Hap says, Welsh Nana K. We were Kate Bush yesterday. Yes, you mentioned that.
Yeah, there was a Kate Bush
down on the Harbour Fest
dance along, where lots of people come along in red dresses and dance along to Wuthering Heights, and it's a massive like record attempt or record breaking. Hundreds of people come down and all dance to Wuthering Heights, and they all do the same choreography. I wasn't there, but it happens every year, and I'm never there. And it's not like I hate it. I love that song. I used to do it in karaoke. And I could probably do the... has this come up before? But I could probably do the choreography to it.
I don't even know what a Kate Bush is, if I'm being honest.
She's a singer in a band. Well, it's her. She's a singer. She sings a song called Wuthering Heights, which is about the story of Wuthering Heights. Yes. Right. Yeah.
So it's copyright infringement, is what you're saying.
I have to say that I think that
Kate Bush was around first.
Well, I would say that it's probably out of copyright now because Wuthering Heights was written by like Charlotte Bronte, I think. So
yeah, when did Bronte die?
Probably, I don't know, 1762.
Yeah, I think it's out of copyright. Okay, so you're saying that Kate Bush was before that, and that Bronte based Wuthering Heights on the Kate Bush song.
Yes, yeah.
Fucking
It was
Bronte and the copyright infringement.
Heathcliff, it's me, oh Kathy, oh come home now. So go out, let me in at your window. Ho, ho, ho. I could have taken a breath there, but that's how it sounds. Heathcliff, it's me, oh Kathy, oh come home now.
Why do you sound like Michael Jackson from Bo Selector?
That's how she sings. That's really what it sounds like. She's much higher, though.
And people like this Kate Bush.
Everyone loves Kate Bush.
Right. Okay, then.
It's a fun song. It's a bit crazy, actually. Welcome in, Vanessa. There you go. Don't say I never, always. I won't eat biscuits, but I will sing Kate Bush.
Eat the biscuits.
I mean, dog biscuits. Obviously, I'll eat real biscuits.
Eat the biscrock. It says biscrock on it.
Biscrock.
Biscrock. Eat the biscrock.
Bisc rock and roll.
Would you like a biscrock?
Fuck off. Literally, that dog could give less of a shit.
It's on his head now. Let's see how that goes.
Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you for giving me that validation.
It appears to have frozen him. No, he's gone back to sleep with a biscuit on his head. Love to love it.
He could flip it up and catch it in his mouth. That would be a party trick.
I'm going to take a picture of him with a biscuit on his head.
Do it.
There you go.
Yes.
See that? In the absence of him actually, performing for us, I'll take pictures of him with biscuits on his head. Does that sound fair?
What should we do? Because I feel we may have covered everybody's
I think
things.
we might have done, yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what I've been watching other than cheerleaders.
Actual porn.
Listen.
Just dispense with the fakeness and just go right for the porn.
Thunderstruck. I've been watching The Boys season 3. Season 4 is what's out. Do you ever watch The Boys? It's on Prime Video.
I was going to watch it, but then people started complaining about what a toxic work environment it was. So I'm less inclined to now.
What at Amazon?
At like the set of The Boys.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that they were pretty bullyish. Like
I didn't know.
Cast and crew. Yeah.
I had not heard that myself.
There's a character, and I don't know them because I haven't watched it. There's a female character that is quite prominent in the early going and then leaves quite abruptly from the show, and it turns out that it wasn't because they wrote her hours, because she decided to tell them to fuck off because they were bullying cunts.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I'd not heard that either, actually. Not to say that, your source is incorrect. But suffice to say,
Do you know, my sauce is definitely not in the fridge, I'll tell you that.
That's not where we keep it. No, I had watched season 1 and season 2, and then when season 3 came along, maybe about a year or so ago, I just never got into it. And now season 4's out, I'm like, shit, I better start catching up. Otherwise, I'm not going to catch up at all. So I've watched all of 3 now, and I'm on to 4.
I saw a clip on... I say Ashley. I saw a clip on TikTok.
Yes, on the tickers.
That was a woman in a superhero costume lactating on a guy who looked like Mr. America.
Okay.
And that's all I've seen of The Boys.
Yes, I think that might have been in season 2.
It was
because I remember it, but not very well, so it probably isn't a recent season. Yeah. But it's really good. I really love it. I think it's great. I've been really thoroughly enjoying it. So yeah, that's it. Now that I haven't been watching. By the way, how do I watch this Traitors New Zealand, which I'm hearing so much about? Is that on?
It's not on anything useful. I think the first season might be on iPlayer, or maybe it's not. I don't know. But you can ask Calmstone.
Okay, I need it. And then I can watch it.
Would you like a top up while I'm pouring things? I can reach it there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have long arms. See?
So, that's the end, I think, of that. Do you want to do a different segment?
Yeah. Shall we go into the thing that you've worked so very hard on?
Oh, yeah.
You
said hard on. I should send you a Discord message. Thank you. Yeah. Do you want to do the quiz?
I do, yeah. Speaking of throwbacks, I just want to point out the
Chez. I forgot I was going to mention that.
Yeah.
So, I have put together a huge quiz. It just got away from me a little bit, everybody. You can play along at home. Now, it wouldn't be too difficult for you to look some shit up. So if you really want to play along, and there's no real way of playing versus Jez,
if you want to be a cheating cunt, then be a cheating cunt, I think is what he's saying.
But if you can, what you should probably do is just make a little tally of how good you are, of how many questions you get.
Are you going to tally how good I am?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I should probably do that. Someone else can do that, but I can do that. I'll make a little notch here of what you get.
Yeah,
so
I need to hang on. I need to do that, and then I need to minimize that. Right, and then if I go to this, that's in the way. But then I do that.
There
and
you
there
go.
It is.
Name that dog.
Name that Dogimon.
I'm trying to get the answers to the dog quiz. Oh shit! There's just so much of this stuff.
Here's Tamsin, and of course jumps right in with a wrong comment. Watcher, summer's here. Make sure your ketchup is safely in the fridge.
I mean, it is cool in the fridge during for those hot summer nights.
Do you know what else is cool? Button on the floor.
Yes.
He's chilled down there.
You
missed him being on the sofa.
Button will return.
He was not interested in him being up here where
the
it's
dog
warm.
with the golden paw.
The dog that doesn't like biscuits.
So, Summer, you have to name the dog.
You can see him. He's down there with a biscuit on his head.
And there's some bonus points. I haven't really thought this through.
Bonus points.
Nice. You get a point for that immediately.
Thank you very much.
Here you go.
I appreciate that.
Good. You're 1-0. Fuck you guys. The power. Right. It starts out easy and it continues to be
I'll be the judge
easy.
of that, Alex.
Okay, no, actually, it starts out tricky. Shut up, Alex. Just get on with it. Okay.
All right, we're ready for the first one.
Yeah. Play along at home.
If I click here, it will. There we go.
Sassy Nerd Girl has returned.
Welcome back.
Welcome in.
Right.
All the way from Virginia. Glad you're here in time to play the game of Name that dog.
Name that Dogimon.
So name what type of dog, what breed of dog is this?
That's not what the caption at the beginning said.
I realised that.
It said name that dog.
Please name it.
His name is Steve.
Correct? I mean, everyone...
I'm so fucking good at this.
By the way, I was well aware that Name That Dog was completely not what was happening in this quiz. And by the way, happens really quickly. Everyone can name it if they want. Name it in the chat. For another point...
What breed is
What breed of dog is this, do you think?
That...
I'm going to get it. What breed of dog is that?
Is that Malamute thing you wouldn't shut the fuck up about last week?
It is not a Malamute.
Okay. I'm going to say that for every dog until it's right.
If Flossie, is that you naming the dog, Keris? You get a point for that.
No, it's Steve.
Well, everyone gets to name it something different.
No, they don't. Only me. I'm doing the fucking dog month. His name is Steve.
It is an Afghan hound, as Kay has put in the chat.
Is it?
Yes. So you get a point, Kay, for Afghan hound. And anyone else that knew it was an Afghan hound can put, I mean, like, literally.
Is that how lazy dog naming is? It's just like, where's it from? Afghanistan. Right, Afghan hound then.
Yeah. Look at that dog. So, if Sasha, correct point.
No, that's not correct. Its name is Steve.
Karen, also correctly.
Why aren't you fucking getting this, people? His name is Steve.
If I say you got a point, the tail looks like a rat's tail. It doesn't match the fur. Ratty is the correct name, Sassy. Have a
His
point.
name is Steve.
Notch it down. You've got to make a note of your own score. I'm only adding up his score. Okay, it is an Afghan hound, so if you also knew that, can have a point. On we go to the next one.
If you also knew that, you're a fucking nerd. I'm just saying.
Nerd! Okay, next dog. Dog number 2. Look at this.
Now, I'm probably going to get tricked here, aren't I? By
the way, can I just say before we go any further?
Yes.
That the answers to this quiz I got off the internet, and I didn't verify its source. I just.
So if they're wrong, it's not your fault. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. Okay. And
by
the way, yes.
I'm just going to get button back. Come on, I need some help. I need to know what these dogs are. You need to help me. Okay, sit there. Sit down.
I knew Hamster would say certified. I mean, this dog is gorgeous.
Sit down there.
Does anyone else remember the What a Mess books? He was a scruffy Afghan hound puppy. I don't, as it happens.
Right.
Fluffy dog.
He's there in your view now, at least, even if he's not being any use to me as a dog identifier. Right. This is probably a husky, but I might be being swerved.
No, it is a husky. Yes.
Yes.
You can have
his name.
You can name them all.
Is Michelob.
Michelob?
Yes.
Well, like the Ultra.
Like the beer.
You get a point for that. Yeah, it is Michelob, and it is a husky. If you can name... It is actually a Siberian husky to be correct. Be completely correct.
They are just as lazy as where is it from Siberia, put it on the name, aren't they?
I know. I'm going to give you husky because you are right, but Tamsin, I can have 2 points for knowing it's Siberian.
Is a husky a dog? That's the question. Or is it a wolf?
The Littlest Hobo. Was the Littlest Hobo a husky? Because the Littlest Hobo does not appear in this quiz, Vanessa, despite the fact that you and I probably watched it because you know it and I know it. But I didn't know if the Littlest Hobo was a husky.
Yeah, the Littlest Hobo is not named Michelob for a start.
Michelob. So. What a name. Yeah. If you had a dog, you should call it Michelob.
If I had a dog, it would be that, or it could fuck off.
That basically. Dog is great, isn't it? I don't know why I ticked off Afghan Hound. But anyway,
yes,
let's move on to the third dog. I hope you're doing this. So if you've got Afghan Hound, you've got Siberian Husky, and if you name them both, you've
this
got
poor dog can't
point for
see.
each and point for its name.
Like, he's got no vision whatsoever. Poor thing. And he needs a drink, look. He's making this that classic I need a drink sign.
I added this dog because this dog looks amazing. Does anybody know what breed of dog this is? Name that dog, breed.
Well, his name, first of all.
Yes,
is Floof.
Floof, yeah, okay, yeah. Correct.
Because look at it.
This is a trick. That's a bear. Powder Puff is the name of the... Powder Puff is the name of the dog. Yes, Tam's incorrect. Have a point.
Beat me to it. I would say then he's a Power Puff girl.
He is not, unfortunately. But two people have mentioned it in the chat, actually, which is always going to be hard when you're trying to guess it.
Yeah.
But it is a Chow Chow.
Give me a chance, you cunts.
You have to try not to look at the chat.
I know, it's difficult.
There's not a lot you can do about that. Yeah. Littlest Hobo is actually a German Shepherd. Have a point, Vanessa. Well done.
Bastard German Shepherds.
Yes, Chow Chow gets you a point. It's a Chow Chow.
Do the Chow Chow. Boop, 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 boop.
I think I'd love a Chow Chow.
Yeah, but that's like from the Chinese takeaway, right? Not an actual dog.
No, an actual dog that's just, I want that dog. I don't know. It's hard to know the scale of that dog.
How is Chow Chow a name for a dog, Vanessa? I mean, I didn't want to say it because it would cost me money. But...
So good they named it twice.
But when you're right, you're right.
And you're always right.
Button is... Oh, there you go. This dog here, this indifferent canine right here, is half that dog. There you go. That makes sense, actually, because he can't fucking see either.
I hope you're enjoying the quiz as we go on to quiz question number 4. What breed of dog is this?
And what's its name? Okay. This dog's name is Yap Bag.
Yap Bag, correct. You get a point for that.
It's hyphenated.
What is the name of this? What is the name you're giving this dog for a point? And what breed of dog is it? Try and look at me before they...
Yeah, I'm trying to not look at the chat. I'm going to say this is
correct. Get a point. Rat's point.
I was going to say Pomeranian, yeah.
Yeah, you are correct. Pomeranian is correct. You can have a point.
I also looked at the chat.
It's hard to avoid it. But don't worry.
I was going to say Pomeranian before.
Pomeranian is correct. If you said...
I promise.
Floof Ball's coming home is a point. Pomeranian, yes, Ellie. Yes, Sassy. Completely correct. Got to remember to look straight down the barrel of the thing. It is a Pomeranian.
There you go.
Okay, the next one.
Next.
Okay.
I think I know this one.
Okay. Can you name what breed of dog this is? This dog already has a name as well.
Oh, he does. Yes, he is. This is a beagle.
It is a beagle.
Yes, and his name is... Oh, fuck me. I'm not going to look at the chat because someone will say
they won't know it. They will know the breed, and the breed
I do know
beagle,
this dog's
correct?
Actual name. Its name is Porthos.
Fuck me. Yes, it is Porthos.
Yes! That's 6 points.
I'm going to give you a couple of points for that because I think that was hard.
I'm so impressed with myself.
Yes, I put that in there. I didn't know whether that was.
If you hadn't have said this dog has an actual name, I wouldn't have got it because I was about to call him Step Plate Cushion Boy.
I was going to nudge you into the fact that this dog is a Star Trek dog.
Yeah, he's totally Porthos, yeah.
And he's Captain Archer's dog from Enterprise.
Correct.
And I just thought it would be fun to put
that was fun.
A Star Trek dog.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah. There was another one I was going to put in, but from Next Generation, but it was just that I thought it didn't really work and I couldn't think of a good question for it. But it was Geordie has a relationship with this woman in season 6 of Next Gen, and they have a dog, and they think that she's going around. They think that the woman is murdering people, but it's actually the dog, I think. But I don't remember the episode myself.
I don't remember that.
No, yeah,
that sounds really dark for TNG.
Dog, yeah, the dog is
like a changeling.
Yes, it isn't really a dog. It's like another entity. But yes, if you got Beagle, you can have a point. And I really don't think you were going to get.
Nobody else got Porthos.
No.
See, I know when dogs want drinks, and I'm a fucking G.
Okay, what 2 of your favourite actors here, dog and human?
Oh, yes. The dog's name is Hooch.
Yes.
Um,
You can have a point for Hooch. This dog, I didn't even know the name of this type of breed, but if you can name the breed of dog, I'd be very impressed.
If I were to name the dog rather than it being its actual name, I would call it Slop Bag.
Well, thankfully you knew its name.
Yeah.
But yes. If immediately when you saw this...
Is it some kind of bulldog?
I don't know if anybody knows this type of dog. Anybody in the chat knows what it is? It's a French breed, or it's got a French name. It's not a pit bull, I'm afraid. And if you did think it was Hooch from Turner and Hooch, you can have a point.
Le Dog.
It is dog. It's Dog de Bordeaux.
No, it's not.
Apparently,
you made that up on the spot. You can't make up the names of the dogs, Alex. It's hard enough as it is.
I didn't believe it either, but look up what is Hooch from Turner and Hooch.
Dribbly. He is very dribbly.
Dribbly.
And, as much as I, have loved dogs all my life, Turner and Hooch was one of my favourite movies growing up. Despite my
dislike. Your dislike for Tom Hanks.
My dislike for Tom Hanks. Yes, I hate Tom Hanks.
Okay, the next one and the one after are the same, but I'm going to give you one and then the other one. Right, so can you name...
This is a corgi.
It is a corgi. You can have a point for that.
Is it one of the Queen's corgis or the former Queen's corgis?
You can have a point there, Sassy, and anyone else that was secretly thinking corgi. I'll give you a clue if you go to the next one, because you'll see the same dog again. This is the... I don't know if you ever... Do you know the TV show this is representing?
I assume it's representing Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
It is. It's...
the gentleman holding him has unfortunately passed away, hasn't he?
Yes.
I don't know who the other guy is.
That's his husband in character. They both own this dog. Do you know the name of the dog?
I do not. I have not watched all of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Okay.
I assume Harmstone knows.
Yes, the dog is called Cheddar. You can have a point for corgi. I don't know if I gave you one already, but you get.
I'll get another one.
You get another one.
I mean,
the dog is called.
I deserve more points for Porthos, so I could just keep picking up points here and there.
If anybody knew that the dog was called Cheddar, have a point. It's a very cute dog. But
and I assume this quote from Harmstone, "That's not Cheddar. That's some common bitch."
Yeah,
is a reference.
It is a reference to the show. Yes.
Fair enough.
But I put that one in there just because the first one probably was not sufficient. Also, it's always good to put it in there.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Spin on to the next one, which is...
If you're given the opportunity to put it in there, you should put it in there.
Yes.
That's what they say.
I agree. Question 9, then. Now, this dog is in a film.
This is a Chihuahua?
It is a Chihuahua. If you guys...
Which is fun to spell in Japanese.
Right. If you guys knew... It was very quick to that one.
From Clueless?
It isn't from Clueless, but
I haven't got a fucking Clueless then.
Does anybody know the name of this dog and what film this dog is in? It Will straight in there with Legally Blonde. It is the dog from... Have a point for Legally Blonde. And the dog is called Bruiser. This is
Bruiser.
Elle's dog.
Irony.
From Legally Blonde. So you can have a point for Bruiser and a point for Legally Blonde. And if, unlike Will, you were thinking that, you can have a point. But I don't.
My name for this dog. You've heard of Book Smarts?
Yes.
This is Book Dumbs.
Book Dumbs.
That's his name. Book Dumbs.
It's a legitimate thing. But in this case, it has an actual name, so I'm not going to give you a point for your made-up name.
Sounds unfair, but it's your quiz.
Yeah. Yes. Let's move on to question 10.
Oh! This is Frank.
I knew you'd like this one. This is Frank.
I don't know what breed of dog he is, though. I love Frank. Frank's great.
Okay, I mean, I like that giving you a free point.
Managed to pull out all of the dogs that I actually genuinely love. That's great. Yeah, I don't know what breed he is.
Okay, well, Sassy is correct. Frank is a pug.
I suppose that makes sense. Yeah,
have a point, Sassy.
And it probably has come up in Men in Black, or if it didn't come up in Men in Black, then it probably came up in the animated series, which is also great. So.
And it's a dog from Men in Black. So if you knew it was Men in Black, unfortunately not called Snuffly.
You can bite my hairy little butt.
Okay.
What film dog will come up next?
What film dog will come up next?
How exciting. Yeah, Sorry.
Did that?
I know the film. I don't know anything else beyond that, unfortunately.
This is the dog. Well, this is
the dog from Back to the Future, right?
It is the dog from. Some of Jez's names have been very negative sounding names.
I think you're leaving it too long to call me out on these things. I want specific citations, please. Otherwise, you can go fuck yourself.
It is a dog from Back to the Future. I sort of know that we all knew that.
The dog's name is Christopher Royd.
Royd.
Christopher Royd.
The dog's name is Einstein, so Vanessa can have a point, and anyone else that.
That's a lazy bit of naming there from Christopher Lloyd's character.
Because he's like a scientist, so we're going to call him Einstein.
Doc Brown? Is it Doc Brown?
It's Doc Brown, yeah. Don't get a point
Dog
for naming
Brown.
that character.
Oh, there you go. His name's
Dog Brown. Dog Brown would have been a good one.
Yeah, it took me too long to get there.
Yeah. No, I don't think. Do you know the breed, the dog?
Oh, yeah, that's what we're actually doing, isn't it? Yeah, I totally forgot.
Occasionally. Does anybody know the breed of dog? Actually, I read on this, and various people do agree on this, but I read a kind of thing that said that fans were a little bit uncertain about it, but I've gone with the majority.
It's slightly hard to see him.
It is. It is.
I would guess some kind of retriever, but that's all I got.
It's a sheepdog. Or Einstein is a sheepdog.
I don't think that's true.
That's what some people think, but actually it's got a very sheepy look to it. It's not very clear from there. It's got a kind of little shaggy dog.
I would accept you saying that dog is not a dog, it is a sheep, but not a sheepdog.
Let's move on to one you'll like. Question 12.
Oh. That is Eddie?
It is Eddie. That's
Eddie. The character name. The dog had a different name, obviously.
The character dog's name. Well, we're only really going with character dog's name.
And he is a Jack Russell.
He is a Jack Russell.
Yes.
Yeah, as a Jack Russell. Vanessa gets a point as well.
He's from Frasier.
Well, yes, from Frasier. Yes. So if you knew it was from Frasier, you can have a point as well.
He was the first of the Frasier cast to die.
Yes.
Which is a cheery thought.
Yes. So yeah, Eddie the Jack Russell from Frasier.
Yeah. Nice. I nailed that one.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, boy!
So, not all dogs are real dogs. Well, some of them are cartoon dogs. Negative. Will's like, negative.
Well, I can't control, like, life and death, mate. That's not on me. He died. That's a fact. I can't do anything about that.
Okay.
I'll put a pound in the pot if you can bring him back from the dead. How about that? Right. This is Bluey.
It is Bluey.
He is a...
Listen, I didn't know.
No, I know. This is the worst thing I know. They are...
I looked it up on the internet, so I do have an answer for what type
I'm not going to look at the
are.
chat because Karis will say it immediately, I'm sure.
Anybody that knew this was Bluey, which is probably a lot of you, can have a point.
No, my brain isn't working. Are they some kind of setter?
Well, according to the internet, they are Australian cattle dogs. But if you know the show better
Blue
than me,
healer, that's it. Yeah, they're a healer. That's the one I was looking for.
Yeah, when I did my search for what dog is Bluey, Australian cattle dog came up quite a lot. So if that's the same thing, fine. But I'm not going to deny you points if you know the show better than me.
The family of dogs.
There you go.
Their surname
that's a cattle dog.
Their surname is Healer.
I see.
And all of the different like dog families, their surnames are their breed.
You can have points for that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Bluey is definitely a VGG because she's not a boy.
Ah, I see. I kind of always presumed that Bluey was a boy.
No, Bluey is a girl, as is his sister.
Okay.
Bandit, the father, is also a girl.
I don't know the first thing about Bluey.
Well, you do now.
So that's Bluey.
Yep. I think I'm probably going to have to succumb to this pound, aren't I? Otherwise, I'm not gonna do it. Right, there's a pound for saying that a dead dog is dead, apparently.
Said it again. He hates dogs and he likes the fact they're dead. What a guy.
I didn't even say that. Presented without comment, factual information, a dog that is dead is dead. Like, what can I do about
dog. That? Let's move on to question 14.
Were you doing that to the sound of Kurt Angle's theme?
Dead dog. Dead dog. Oh, sorry, dog.
Like that.
Now this dog, this cartoon dog, is looking very provocatively laying there. Can you name this dog?
This dog is Droopy.
This dog is Droopy.
Where's his little brother Dripple? is the other question.
Was there another dog?
There was another one, yeah.
I don't think I ever remembered that. But yeah, if you knew, and you probably did, Droopy can get you a point.
Is this a... I always call him Giant Bernard, but that was a wrestler.
Not appearing in this quiz.
The one the dog that Beethoven was, is he one of those dogs?
No.
Okay.
I think Beethoven, who also doesn't appear in this quiz but could have done,
is like
a St. Bernard.
That's it.
But this is
which
not.
is why I call them a Giant Bernard.
He is not a St. Bernard.
Okay. Then I'm out.
Does anybody know what type of dog? It is a Basset Hound. Have a point. Have a point, Sassy. Have a point, Will.
Do they like those Basset sweets? Is that why they call that?
Yeah. That's exactly it. That black nose thing with a white bit in the middle
that's just a sweet.
It's just like
it's just stuck on his face. VGB, very good Basset.
Bloodhound. Actually, do you know what, Tamsin? I thought that Droopy was a Bloodhound because I was like, I might as well play this game. If you know what I mean.
As
I was doing it, I thought he's
Before
a Bloodhound.
looking up the real answer,
So I was
what
like,
is this?
In fact, I was starting to write down. I'm like, obviously, he's a Bloodhound like that, and then I looked it up, and it was a Basset, and I was like, well, I won't explain that later. Okay. Next.
The problem with this white background is I can't see the mouse, so I don't know when I'm there. Okay. This is Hong Kong Phooey.
It is Hong Kong Phooey.
I have no earthly idea what breed of dog Hong Kong Phooey is.
I looked up what breed of dog is Hong Kong Phooey.
It's probably something really simple, isn't it?
No, the response came back. Hong Kong Phooey has no specific breed.
Okay.
So he isn't any type of dog.
So I would like to stick with my first answer of I don't fucking know.
Yes, you'd be correct.
And that's the point.
That's the point. You don't fucking know. Number one super guy.
Number one super guy.
Yes. Hong Kong, faster than the human eye. A mutt, I suppose, Yes.
I think that's derogatory, Will, and I think you should put a pound in the pot.
in.
Calling it a mutt. Rude.
Question 16 of about 25.
Oh, this is good. This is really good.
Does anybody know the name of this dog and what type of dog it's intended to be?
I think I know what film it is from.
Oh, and what film it's from. Yeah, what film's it from?
I think it's from Up.
It is from Up.
Yeah, that's all I got, unfortunately.
Film is Up, Vanessa, you have a point.
Is it a golden retriever?
Well onto it, Doug. The dog is called Doug, and the dog is a golden retriever.
Fair
Doug,
dues.
yes, Harmstone, correct. Fine, I'll put a Will, if one person's going to be giving us money, I think the one person that doesn't need to give anything. Pup.
Oh, I get it.
If you knew it was Up and Doug or a golden retriever, you get a point for every part.
He's really very generous with these points.
I love giving out points. Fucking giving out loads of points. Let's go for it.
He loves his points.
Why not? Here's one of my favourite dogs that you see on TV coming up. Hey, now who can name... By the way, this is another dog, by the way, giving them a little bit more time. This is another dog that doesn't have a specific breed.
Okay, I'm going to go with this dog does not have a specific breed.
You are correct.
And his name is Poochie.
This dog is Poochie. Yes, you are right. It is Poochie. Do you know where he's from?
He's from The Simpsons.
He is from The Simpsons.
Yes. The Itchy, Scratchy, and Poochie show.
Yes, if any of you knew that it was Poochie from The Simpsons, you can have a point for each of those. Just mark it on your sheet or your arm or whatever you're writing on, the nearby dog.
I'm very impressed that there is a dog breed out there that can rock the horns.
I know, right?
That's very impressive. Yeah. And the key here when you were drawing this dog is that you had to make sure that you got his tail in there sticking out, because otherwise people might not believe that it's a dog at all.
I know, right?
And that would be the travesty of the situation.
Now, this next one you might get, so be aware that the chat might not get it, but give them a chance to get it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I like that he thinks I'm going to get it more than them. That's
you
wonderful.
Will get it.
Okay.
Right, so this is a dog.
Oh, you didn't know?
They might know, but if they don't know, then
your ass better call somebody.
Does anybody know what dog this is?
Yeah, I think you can just put the point down without me even saying it.
Yeah. I mean, this is not Snoop. No,
it's not Snoop.
No.
He lacks the melanin for Snoop, if we're being frank.
Yes, that is not Snoop Dogg. Does anybody know?
But it is a D-O-double-G.
Yeah, he is a D-O-double-G.
Harmstone is Googling as we speak.
Like, who in DX? See, I thought maybe at one point your father might make it on. You never know, you know, basically. But this is Road Dog.
The
Road Dog.
ROADDOGG.
Yes,
Yeah.
Jesse James. Oh, he's made by
his name.
many names, I think. But this is, Road Dog. So
his real name, for another point, is Brian Armstrong.
You can have a point for that.
Thank you.
Yes. He was going to go in. Okay. This one might be hard to see who gets this one. I'm going to tell you now, it's not Snoop Dogg.
It is not. I knew that one.
What dog is this? Does anybody know?
He's from the west side. I think
he is from the west side, yes. Anybody know on the chat or anywhere? What dog is this? He is a rapper, or he was a rapper.
Is he dead?
He is dead.
Oh, cool. See? Excitement about death. Not related to dogs.
Is it Lil Bow Wow? Good. No, it isn't Lil Bow Wow.
He's still alive.
He is still alive. That is someone else. Used to, I think he
I think Lil Bow Wow now just goes by Bow Wow.
Is he a yapper? You have a point for that, Townsend.
I'm trying to think of a dog-related rapper name.
This that was going to be a tricky one. I think he rapped with Warren G on Regulate. Not that really helps. It might help Duncan, but Duncan knows who this is anyway, so he's not here. This is Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg, right?
This is Nate Dogg.
Is he D-O-double-G as well?
He is D-O-double-G. Yes.
Yeah. That's the differentiation. See, between dog and human dog. It's the extra G.
Yes.
And that's why they're rappers, because they're real Gs.
Before you skip on to the next one, the question for the next one is: can you know? Of course it is. Says Hansa. Can you name the nickname this person has?
Right.
And for an extra point, what is his actual character? It's a film character name. It's a film character. So can you name the nickname, and for an extra point, the actual character name, which is harder?
Okay. No and no.
So this is a character from Back to the Future 3. That's the second Back to the Future one now that I think about it. This is a character from Back to the Future 3, and he has a character name, but he has a name, which is a dog-related name, that is inflammatory and he dislikes and drives him a little bit crazy.
I am not as big a Back to the Future nerd as I would like, frankly. I've got no beef with Back to the Future, but and it's got a great train in it.
Yes.
Well, the third one has, I believe. But not familiar with the franchise in depth, unfortunately.
It's not Biff, but it is Biff's ancestor. It's his nickname is Mad Dog, which when eventually Marty calls him Mad Dog, he goes mad. Mad
Dog.
So Mad Dog, you have a point.
It's probably just because he's only got one G. Like that would piss me off if I was a human dog. It's got to be two G's, guys.
Yes.
D-O-double-G.
And his name is Buford Tannen. So Ellie, you can have 2 points. Very good.
What name sounds like old and stuff? Buford. That'll
Buford
do.
Tannen.
Buford Tannen.
Mad Dog. I
hate
hate that
Tannins.
Very good. You'll get this one, but see who else gets it. You'll get this one.
So stall on it.
Stall on it and let other people get, but you'll get this one.
Over to you, chats and cunts. Yes.
What dog is this? What dog is this, chat?
The fear and darkness all around
I'll give you a point. There's no way you don't know who this is, but...
The criminals are on the run.
What dog is this?
No use in hiding in the park. I can't do any more because it gives it away. Really?
Well, I mean, nobody knows it.
Dogtree.
Dogtree. Oh, shit. I should have put in, Dogtree. It is Dog the Bounty Hunter.
I'm the dog. The big bad dog.
If you knew, Jeremy, that it was Dog the Bounty Hunter. And for a bonus, can you name the rest of the family?
I can, yes. Yeah.
Can you name the rest of the family?
They are the family Chapman. He was married to Beth. She is now dead. Factual statement.
Is he dead?
He is not dead.
He is not dead.
No. Factual statement of something that is dead, Will, just for you. Beth is dead. Then you have Leland, Dwayne Lee, Lisa, and the other one. Who are the kids?
Yes, that's Dog the Bounty Hunter. I've never watched any Dog the Bounty
And then
Hunter.
the really young kids that nobody gave a fuck about. I love Dog the Bounty Hunter. It's great. Go with Christ, brah.
There are 4 questions left in this quiz.
I'm going to nail them all.
Well, let's see. You'll definitely nail the next one.
Moth! Nope, it's a Daddy Longlegs.
You'll definitely nail the next one, so you want to let these other guys jump in there.
Okay. You're right, this did get progressively easier.
Yeah.
I dig that. Ah, nice.
Which dog is this? Which dog? Anybody want to tell me?
This dog
This
is
dog
my
wearing
dog.
a Union flag on
This
his
dog
chest.
is your dog. No, wait, that's my dog. No,
Oh, wait, that's your
dog.
This dog.
It's got dog written on his
It's
arm.
really got a dog. It is the British Bulldog. Is he out gladiators? No, he was Davy Boy Smith, the British Bulldog. It is the British Bulldog. Yes, Ellie, you have a point. Harms, I have a point. Anybody that knew it was the British Bulldog, including you, Jeremy, because of course you did.
Yeah.
But some of these things I had to put in regardless. There's not that many dog people. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I think you found all of the good ones.
I
to
found
be
them
fair.
all as best
Yeah,
I
yeah,
could.
yeah.
There's a
There
couple
are
left.
quite a lot of dog wrestlers.
Yes.
And I won't say which other ones I can name because you might have put them in, but I doubt you put any more.
No,
in,
I haven't put any more.
Yeah.
I think I could think.
You could have gone with the junkyard dog.
I almost went with the junkyard dog, but I already had a couple, and
for
I
a
figured
bit of diversity. You could put the junkyard dog in JYD. What other dogs have we got? No, that's it. I'm
Patanaki's
out
really
for this
enjoying
one.
the slick show. Yeah, pretty chilled.
Mate, I've never known him to be this fucking zen. Honestly, people
Okay.
have walked past. He's not raised a fucking bark. Not a single one. He's just like, I know you wanted me to perform. You can go fuck yourself. I'm just going to sleep here. This is not how I expected this to go.
No, very, very
At
chill.
all. At all. But he's here, and that was the promise.
Yes, you've been given a dog.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on to the next one. Can you name this dog
Huh. No, actually.
and his nickname? Well, his nickname is dog related. And for a point, can you name who it is? And for a point, can you name the nickname that why I've included?
I can tell you based on mise en scène that he's from Radio 1.
Mise en scène.
That's my degree coming back.
I loved it. No and no, says Vanessa.
Oh, yeah, it is Tim Westwood, isn't it? Yeah, okay.
Yes,
probably did know that.
Armstrong has nailed this. This is the big dog, Tim Westwood.
The big dog is Roman Reigns.
By the way, I almost put in Roman Reigns because
Yeah.
of the big dog, but I wasn't too sure of my Roman Reigns, whether that's just something somebody called them once and then never again.
No, that was a thing for a few
Okay,
years.
cool.
and it
Could have
was-
had that.
It was a thing.
I think I typed in big dog and I got Roman Reigns, but this is God's favourite DJ, the big dog, Tim Westwood. So if you put down Tim Westwood, when I say put down, thought about it in your brain.
I mean, yes, I certainly would have liked to put down Tim Westwood,
That's the dog you wanted to put down,
especially when he did that shit Pimp My Ride type show.
The big dog.
Was it just Pimp My Ride UK? Was that what he did?
He
Or-
did do Pimp My
Yeah,
Ride UK.
I didn't know if it was
He's a
such a
rapper.
rip-off that he decided to just make up his own version. But there you go.
2 left.
2.
Question
Okay.
24. Who is what dog related?
Is this
rappers.
one Bow Wow?
And I'll see what other people say. Anybody know who this is?
Not
What
even a little
Dog
bit.
related
But
person this.
I'm guessing Bow Wow based on not knowing any other dog-related rappers.
Yes, well, it is Lil Bow Wow.
He doesn't look very little.
Well, no, he hasn't got any. That's the entire of him. His body he hasn't got any
He
legs.
looks more like Ladge.
That's why he's little.
Ladge Bow Wow now. You know.
That's the ground.
Oh, I see.
That's how tall he is.
Right. No, that is little.
Yeah, it's only 2.5
Hmm.
feet. Here's Lil Bow
Well,
Wow.
he's not any feet at this point.
That's very true.
He's got no feet whatsoever.
Okay, last question.
Okay.
Last question for everybody. Who is this?
Oh.
What dog is this?
I know who this is.
Does anybody know? Does
Should I
anybody
give
know?
them a chance first?
Yeah. Can anyone name this final dog?
This gentleman is the part owner of a NASCAR team.
Feet are wrong. Nice. Yes, Sassy. It is Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide. Yes.
It took me a second, but then I got there.
Yes, it is Pitbull. So have a point for Pitbull. You got a score of 31.
31 out of 25, mate. That's pretty good.
I know, it's amazing. How much did you get? Did any of you get more than 31?
It's very unlikely that any of them got more than 3.1, to be honest with you.
Looks like Tom Allen in that photo. Did anyone get... Love a quiz. I hope you all enjoyed the quiz. That's the end of the quiz. I lost count. Sounds like you got loads. Congratulations, Vanessa. 31 and a half. Harmstone, what a quiz supremo you are.
We know that that's not true because you are fucking terrible at quizzes.
It's just a bit of fun. Congratulations to everyone.
But mostly me.
Yes, that was a fun dog quiz. Congratulations also to most of the people that were playing that quiz.
That isn't what I wanted to click. Can you see the mouse? That's the PowerPoint.
That's the PowerPoint, yeah.
It was directly behind. Oh fuck! It was directly behind the camera. Well, come on, give me the thing. Oh, fuck you then.
Thank you very much, Vanessa.
There you go. Yes, that was very well done, Alex. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with your dog knowledge translated to PowerPoint.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll have to come up with a random quiz for you at some point.
Oh,
I don't know about what topic, but that was a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed that.
Where to go now? I mean, we're not quite at the end.
No. But we could be.
I mean, we could be. Why don't we ask Button some more questions?
Okay. Put your questions in for
any final questions
for the next segment of the ABA. Ask Button anything.
Or did you want to do like a haters or lovers or something like that?
I mean, I can do.
Could we lovers gonna love? Did we do that before? I can't remember.
We haven't done it recently. It's been quite a while since we've lovers gonna love. But lovers gonna love is a standout of the Positivity Month previously.
That's what I was thinking.
Now Pawsitivity Month.
Maybe. Button, what's your favourite Pitbull song? Button? I don't know why I'm leaning into the mic like that's going to help this fucking ridiculous section. Button? What's that you say? Timber? Timber.
Hello?
You heard it here first, right out of the dog's mouth. Timber!
No, this dog is dead.
Don't say that. It costs you £1.
It probably will cost me £1. It's a factual statement, though. You can observe this for yourself. It's science.
Well, listen. I think we should
point at him. Oh yeah, okay. I mean, I still don't think he gives a fuck, really.
Point at him?
Yeah. Yeah. Button, hello. You didn't even eat the treat. What happened?
You okay, dog?
What normally happens when I point at him is he reacts in a way. Let's see if he reacts.
It's not performing.
No, he doesn't give a single fuck tonight,
what if I
honestly.
Point? What if we both point? This is great TV, isn't it?
And that was the segment we like to call Pointing at Dog.
Pointing at dogs. Point this dog, it's shit.
Oh, there we go. I got a little
Honestly, imagine the dog's like, shh, fuck off! And you're swearing at the dog.
This normally gets a much different reaction, and yeah.
Why don't you come and see me?
Can you go see Alex?
No, not in the slightest. All right. Do you want to do Lover's Gonna Love?
Maybe it's too bright for him. Maybe he can't see fuck all. I mean, he is going a bit blind, so maybe it's so bright that he can't fucking see.
Pound for swearing at Button.
I was doing a thing, but okay.
Oh. We'll soon know how much. Give me a little stroke. Give me a little happy stroke. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Jez loves dogs. And
as is evidenced
by your t-shirt and the fact that you're
I'm sat next to a dog.
Petting the dog.
Nothing says you love a dog more than sitting next to a dog, let me tell you. Yeah. Well, that didn't work, did it?
Maybe we'll go to Lover's Gonna Love and you can tell us how much you love Button.
Great. Sounds wonderful. Let me find the button again.
The button?
There it is. Right. Bring it home once more.
Yes. Now we'll go to a segment called Lover's Gonna Love.
Point at you.
Hey, buddy.
Donald, this is amazing! You even sound different!
I just feel so happy. and relaxed.
Love
This shit I'm
in. Love
This shit I'm
in. Yes, please. I don't think we've actually used the new sting for it yet. I forgot that I revamped that.
I haven't seen that for a while, and I just love the fact that you just kind of say the bit. They're still always good. That's such a great sting. Lover's Gonna Love is a section where we love something. We tell you how much we love and extol the virtues of things. I missed the sting. Tamsin, you missed the sting.
As in you didn't see it, or you have missed it?
I've missed it.
Yeah.
The description feels new.
It is, yeah. No, when I revamped all of the stings for 4K, I did all of that. But I don't think we've actually done Lover's Gonna Love since you get in this nice camera and us move into 4K. So.
Oh, yeah. It did look really nice.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed the look of it.
I had to redo it again because it looked fucking dog shit when I put it on 4K and just stretched it out. Yeah. Is it the same? It's not the same. It's slightly different. Maybe I'll play it again at the end.
We'll play it again at the end.
How about that?
I'm going to invite people to suggest things that we can love.
Yeah, so normally this segment is Haters Gonna Hate, and we have to hate on things regardless of our feelings on them. This is the opposite. We have to love on things regardless of whether we hate them or not.
It's hard, really, because I know how much you do actually love dogs.
It would be very difficult to love on something
that you already love.
Yeah. It would be.
Does that seem weird, or is it nice just to hear how much you love Button anyway? Because there's nothing wrong with that. You know?
mean, it does seem that you are leaning me in this direction. Is that the?
Well, listen, I think I would be remiss, and I think the people want to hear it, though they're not really very vocal about it.
They're not. No,
it would seem that they've given you an opportunity to tell you how much you love not only dogs but this dog in particular.
Much like the subject here, Button, I don't think they give a fuck, to be honest. I think they're asleep on their sofas in much the same way that he is.
Yes. My quiz not energized them? Outrageous. Smash that shit him in. Buttonaki is the cutest. Tell him. Okay.
All right. He's got to sit up though. I'm not talking to the back of his head. Button, we're doing the same thing. Come here. Sorry, you're leading.
Oh, so cute.
Right. Hi. How's it going? To quote the bard, Button, how do I love thee? Let me count the ways. 1. You have very floppy ears that do not in any way make you resemble a Karen. You are full of life and vigour and have provided exactly the entertainment that we were looking for on this episode of Don't Get Me Started.
Sorry, glad I brought all my lights over.
That was 2, yes. Yes, this was totally worth uprooting all of our show to come here and do this. 3, you're a dog, and I love dogs. 4,
you might want to take this clip now, so you can get it as a GIF or many other pictures to have for the future.
It's true, yeah. You should
take your screenshots while you can.
You should hold this for posterity because I don't gush like this very often. What was that? 4?
Yes.
4. You are very good at alerting me to when the postman is here.
Ah.
Yeah. I wouldn't know that the postman was here were it not for your loud, not in any way obnoxious barking.
Ah.
5. Six. You exist.
Yes. God, I'm really feeling the love from right here on this sofa.
Can you feel the love?
I never knew
tonight?
you felt this way. Button is so cute. Yes, Sassy. Button is very cute.
It's very warm.
Yes, and that's another good thing.
Yes.
That when it gets cold in the winter,
you are very warm.
Yes.
It's less useful in the summer, but in the winter, as Alex said,
like a radiator.
That is very endearing.
Yes.
Look at this little paw.
Oh, look, the paw's waving at everybody.
Hello, I'm Button. Sorry, the mic's not.
Button should be a permanent co-host.
Hello, I'm Button. What?
So we have to keep the intro and listen. I don't think we can have. I mean, it's nice to have.
I mean,
Button on the sofa.
we'll just put him here and I'll fuck off. How about that? You know?
They would accept this.
I think 6 Reasons is good.
Yes.
And I'm going to put you back over here now where it's less warm.
There you go, Button. Go over there and take a seat.
Would you like a treat? That was very, very good boy. BGB. BGB.
No, it doesn't
Oh,
work.
son, you've lied to me, though. It's
Deal
not as easy.
by Jez.
This is not as easy.
Jez gets thrown into the sea, the dog.
I can't believe you don't want a treat. Do you know what the problem was? And you observed it as you arrived. My daughter was doing like tricks with him as you arrived, and I think he's performing sealed out.
Mm.
She asked for his paw like 60, 70 million times.
I have to say, Button,
and he was very good at that.
you have been very good on the sofa.
You've been very well behaved.
Incredibly well behaved. And I, for one, am very pleased to have you here. And I love you, Button. So there you go.
Like a biscuit.
I mean, my track record on loving Button is untarnished and known very well.
I love that it is exactly as I described to you. Present biscuit to face, turn his face to the left.
Ask him to high five.
Oh, yeah, he does do that.
Oh, really?
Okay. Button. Mate, he doesn't want to do fuck all.
I feel like
we're coming up again.
he does it for Hannah.
The most reaction I've got out of him all day.
Enough of this shit.
Button, high five.
That dog is baring its teeth.
High five. Okay, now he's doing the pointing thing. Right. Watch. Point. There we go.
That
He's
dog.
not turning to the camera and doing it, but
This is that bit in a show. It's like, hey, Button, be cool, all right? We're friends here. We're all pals.
when you point at him, he does a little Elvis Presley impression.
I think I'm a bit too close to my mic. He's got to sit up. No,
Can't even see it.
that dog is unhappy with Jez currently.
Let's do this. I'll put it on a video.
It was that reaction, Harmstone.
Record it. Video.
Video film being filmed. This is great TV.
And now I'll show you.
All right, well.
And that's what he does.
Well, I think that is as loving as we're going to get on Lover's Gonna Love.
Yes. Does Alex need to love on something?
Oh, I don't mind loving on something if you want me to love on something.
Okay, great. Love on the love on DC.
DC.
The comics, not direct current.
Not direct. Oh my goodness! Some people think that alternating current was the bee's knees, but have you seen direct current? Boom! What a current! And have you heard of Washington? Not the one on the West Coast, but Washington D.C. That's right, District of Columbia. What a DC it is! But that's not as good as DC Comics. Not Washington.
Oh, so I got that.
DC Comics. Moi. Chef's kiss. What fucking amazing stuff. I love DC and all its amazing... You know, as a kid, I used to watch Wonder Woman, and I loved Wonder Woman, except for an episode where aliens came down and body snatched people and brain stabbed them. And then I became very scared as a child that aliens were real because of one episode of Wonder Woman. And every time I went out camping and I saw strange lights in the sky, which were known as planes, I thought they were
stars.
Yeah, they were planes, like, you know how they move around and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought they were the same aliens from Wonder Woman coming to
what are you talking
kill
about?
me.
There's no lights moving around in the sky.
Oh shit, maybe I really did see the aliens from that one episode. But despite that, what boy doesn't love Wonder Woman? Well, quite. It was very, very popular. The Hulk, I loved the Hulk. The Hulk was a great, great show. Another DC classic. And obviously, I love Batman in its many, many ways, especially the Tim Burton Batmans. I love Batman, Batman Forever, Batman Returns before that. I even loved the much-hated classic Batman and Robin, which everyone thought was shit, and people went to the cinema to shout, "Death to Joel Schumacher." I wasn't one of them, because I loved Batman.
Is he related to Michael and Ralph Schumacher?
Listen, I don't know if he is. I have to say. Oh shit, Hulk's Marvel, fuck. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Thanks very much, good night. Do you know what's funny about that is in my head
that you referenced him as a Marvel character earlier.
Yeah. Well, I know he is, but like, what it really came down to was things I saw in my childhood that all sort of coalesced into one big section. You know, I'm like Lou Ferrigno on our TVs every Saturday. Yes. Well, fuck it. Listen, I love DC and I love Marvel. There's no, all these characters are great, but I think Batman is my favorite. Batman is my favorite of all of them. Never really gave Green Lantern a go, to be honest with you. And Superman was pretty decent. You got your own one now. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Ah, cool.
Yep. I got the link from Aletha and bought the exact same one because it is an epic piece.
It is cool.
Equipment.
Yes, so I think I've loved on lots of DC,
Yeah,
whether it being Electrical Current, Places in America, or the Superior brand of comics. I love it.
You don't want any part of this, mate.
Anybody got any questions for me
This will take
about various parts of the DC universe that
your
they want me
tongue
clearing
right
up
off.
for them? Because I know it. Or specific superheroes. Otherwise, we'll move on to our final section.
Got a chill,
The
bro.
many.
I just
I
moved the
also
mic.
liked
That's all it was.
Aquaman
BGB.
and Captain Marvel.
He will do this all night. You've got to stop him.
And I also like Plastic Man.
Just say, Alex, please shut up. Just put it in the chat.
The Martian Manhunter.
Just
It's
one of
also
you.
a favorite of mine.
Any one of you.
I'm running out of. Did I say Green Arrow?
They brought back the Martian Manhunter in Superman.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
That would make sense.
He was a very good character.
'Cause he's one of the Justice League.
Yes.
Because I know that because I love DC.
Yes.
Right. I've loved DC. Shall we play the Lover's Gonna Love Sting again for Tamsin?
Oh yeah, Tamsin, you paying attention? Wakey wakey, Tamsin.
We've loved everything. Here we go.
The sting is coming in 3, 2.
Hey, buddy.
Donald, this is amazing! You even sound different!
I just feel so happy and relaxed.
Love
This shit I'm
in. Love
This shit I'm
in. Yes, please.
Move the fuck. Get on with it. Loving it, Will.
Shut the fuck up about Marvel.
Also, Will, loving the fact that you cheered 212 bits, which I didn't notice until I just noticed it now. More bits coming our way. Thank you so much for giving us so many wonderful bits. Very much appreciated.
Very kind. And thank you to all of you that have donated to the Mountain
Rescue dogs.
Mountain Rescue Guide Dogs.org. Like, oh, who knows what it's called. But they'll have some money and it'll be great because you've all been generous and I have said some negative things about dogs over the last month. I've done quite well though. What am I at? £9.
£9.
£9. And I will probably round that up to.
Oh, it was to eat biscuits. You gave me bits to eat biscuits. No, Will, I can't eat a biscuit.
Bonio!
No. Oh, it's too
That
disgusting.
would break your fucking teeth. I gotta say.
If Button doesn't want it, I don't fucking want it.
Button, do you want a biscuit?
I'll eat.
So indifferent was he that he even lifted his head to move it to another position.
Let us. I don't even know.
How far can this dog's head turn around? That far. Apparently.
I've got a. Anyway, yes. Shall we go to the last section?
Let's go to the last section. What is the last section, Alex?
The last section is. Am I the arsehole?
Yes, you are. Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong. In 4K, they've probably been able to read this Am I the Arsehole the entire time, but there you go.
I've got one here which I printed, and it's quite long. I don't even know if this is any good, but we'll probably have to... I'll probably read it anyway.
I think you should go with that, because I have got a dog-related one that we can finish on.
Okay.
And that Daddy Longlegs is going to fucking die. Come over here.
Well, this is great. Us poised, ready.
He was attracted to the light, and now he's still there, I think.
Am I the arsehole?
Yes, you are.
Am I the arsehole I mean, that was right in front of the camera. You must have seen that so clearly. Oh, shit. It's not dead.
No, it's a different one. Come here, you bastard.
Stay very quiet. Am I the arsehole? Am I the arsehole?
Sorry, folks, as you were.
Over my baby name suggestions. This is not a dog-related one. Am I the arsehole over my baby name suggestions? I, 28F, am 8 months pregnant with my wife, Ella, 26F.
You're not pregnant, mate. She's pregnant.
Well, 28F and 26. She is pregnant.
And you are not. Because that's not how pregnancy works.
Well, I think she is. They're both, because they're both women. She is the
Oh, they're
pregnant.
both women?
Yeah, 28F and 26F.
I mean, that still doesn't change anything. Only one of them is pregnant.
That's true, and I think it's the first one. I don't know how important it is during this. I think she might. Well, we're going to find out. But I, 28F, am 8 months pregnant with my wife, Ella, 26F.
Right. Ella's not pregnant. You are.
Correct.
Right.
With Ella, 26F, and I's first child.
Got it.
A little background. My family has a tradition.
Tradition.
Thank you. Where the eldest daughters have an alternating pattern of 2 letters that begin their first name. For example, Vivian, Tessa, Violet, Tori.
Sounds shit. Continue.
Doesn't it? I mean,
that's pretty limiting as well to be that end of the alphabet. Why would you use V in that? That's fucking lame.
So my family has a tradition where their eldest daughters, the entire family, like you're the only eldest daughter. So the rest of your family, do you mean extended family? Every eldest daughter in this family tree,
unless it's coming down the generations, but that's a long time to pay that off, isn't it?
Has an alternating pattern of 2 letters that begin their first name. For example, Vivian, Tessa, Violet, Tori. My wife's family has a tradition that the eldest girl's name ends with a certain 4 letters. Well,
okay.
I know, right? Talk about like my first isn't. Oh my god.
So this child is going to be called Vatas. Is that right?
Yeah, we'll go. So it says her. Yeah, my wife's family has a tradition that the eldest girl's name ends with a certain 4 letters. We'll go with Ella. So like Isabella, or kind of something like that. So that's so
Vagella.
She's got her wife's family has to end with a certain 4 letters, and her tradition has to start with a V or a T.
Yeah, with a V or a T. Well, T
I think,
was
or whatever,
last time,
or whatever
wasn't it?
the one it has an alternating starting.
It's
pattern.
VI this time, isn't it? I think. Or V.
How did these 2 people meet? What are the odds? I know, right?
They met at the name club.
They met at the weird baby naming club, and they're like, "You're a weird baby. This isn't going to give us problems down the line, right?" My wife has been vetoing my name suggestions left and right for the entire 4 months
Well, of
we've
course,
known.
veto doesn't start VI; it's VE, as we all know.
We've known that we're having a girl. I've suggested everything I can think of from my tradition with my wife, saying no to every one of them, except ones she knows I absolutely despise, before redirecting me to names from her tradition, from her family's tradition. The issue is there are no names between our 2 traditions that would actually work.
No, I don't think there is, yeah.
With a very limited number of names actually being names in the first place, what we have to work with are names that look like amalgamations of 2 names. Think of something along the lines of Veronica Cella. It's got to the point where I tried to suggest a name last week, and she cut me off on the first syllable and suggested names from her own tradition instead.
Just meet in the middle and call it Michelob.
Well, whose letters are C-U-N-T? Well, at least they're not named after a character in a soap opera. My name is Victoria, after the character in The Young and the Restless.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
I don't know that show, but I think Victoria is a great name.
Victoria is a great name, yeah.
You have to break both traditions. Go rogue.
Yeah, Rogue's a good name. Call it Rogue.
Yes, after that DC character. Anyway, my suggestions are not outrageous either. They're very normal names. Maybe a few of them a bit out there, but nothing too unusual. I'm not unreasonable. I understand that we'll honour both traditions, but both cannot fit in the first name together without being some amalgamation of a normal name with her family's tradition stuck on the end.
I mean, not with that attitude.
I've tried suggesting having one of our traditions be the middle name, and she's turned that down and told me to stick to my own family's tradition, and she'll stick to hers. This sounds like fertile ground for an amazing relationship. Fallen at the first hurdle. 2 days ago, I suggested the name I've been holding off on suggestion because I really liked it and I knew it would hurt to have it vetoed like I knew it would. Since I've liked that name since I was a kid. She told me that the name was, quote, disgusting and awful and she would never agree to it over her dead body. Talking of dead bodies. She then went off on me.
Everything's fine. I killed the fly.
Yelling at me that she regrets going through everything to have a baby with me because, in her own words, you're becoming a real bitch about these stupid baby names.
Ooh! Rude.
Shots fired. I should name the baby Alone anyway, since you're the one who carried it to make the marriage even.
No, Alone is a shit name. Don't call it Alone.
She then just stopped talking to me and left for her brother's house over an hour away. I tried to text her this morning once I was certain we'd both have calmed down, asking why I wasn't allowed to have an opinion on our daughter's name. But she didn't read or respond to it. We have a deadline of 4 weeks until our daughter comes out. And she won't even talk to me at all. Our mutual friend group doesn't want to touch the discussion with a 10-foot pole and says it's between me and my wife. So Reddit, am I the arsehole for wanting to have an opinion on our daughter's name, or am I overstepping since I'm the one who's pregnant and she's not, and just let her get on with the name as her decision?
So, yeah, so she... Op has the baby within her, correct?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. The person who is telling this story has the baby, and they cannot agree because her other half is putting down everything.
And has fucked off now.
So there are some edits, there are some suggestions here. I don't know, it looks like there's quite a lot of bits and pieces.
Before we do that, should we
Yes.
get some opinion from the chat?
That escalated, didn't it just? Dump her, call the baby anything you like.
That's a shit name too, Tamsin.
Not the arsehole.
That's
says
3
Will.
names, anything you like.
Should just call it 5. Ah, yes.
Hmm.
A classic name.
Yeah. My daughter, 5.
5. Yeah, I can't help feeling that, I mean, listen, we're only getting one side of the story here, but that she does not sound like she's the arsehole. Her other half sounds like she is being very, very difficult.
It sounds like they should have really given up on all of this immediately when it's like, oh yeah, we've got a naming tradition that's not going to work in this situation. Oh well, we've got a naming tradition that doesn't really work in this situation. Should we just fuck off them both? Yeah, let's do that. But now instead, they've fucked up their entire lives, apparently.
Edit for all those suggesting it, because I think this might be something that was said. I've tried to suggest names outside of tradition that I like, but they've also been shot down, and the suggestion of breaking tradition has been met with, in her own words, we have to follow tradition, that's just how it is. Don't be stupid, that's the dumbest suggestion yet. So, basically, when she said, go rogue, we'll go rogue, and we'll just break tradition, her other half is like, of course we've got to do tradition, that's why it's a tradition, we're going to do tradition.
Come here, you motherfucker.
It is a mad tradition, yeah. The dog is trying to get out now.
Button!
Button, come here.
He did not like that.
You okay?
Sorry,
Button,
mate.
do you want to come up here? Scare Button with the... It's okay. Do
Come sit with
you
Alex.
want to come up here?
Sit with Alex.
Because I would like that a lot.
Come sit with Alex for a bit.
It's okay. Well, Button's okay.
Good news, bad news. Button didn't like it, but I very much killed the fly. And it stinks of dead fly in here now. Very accomplished. You scared Button, poor Button.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything here in the updates that we need to go through that helps us out. They can't go rogue. Her other half has rejected the concept of of breaking tradition.
Button is the softest dog ever. There's no need to insult him, Tamsin. Just because he ran away from the fly swatter, there's no need to call him soft.
So,
what do you think?
Me? I think based on the evidence we've been presented that the other half, who is calling her a bitch and suggesting her ideas are dumb, suggests a problem beyond just the naming of the baby.
Yeah, I was inclined to say everyone sucks here, but
I think
at the point that she had given up on the traditions and just decided to name other names and wanted to acquiesce a little bit, and she's gone, no, fuck you, bitch, this is stupid.
I think this is my way or the highway, and it's like, everything you suggest is wrong, you are stupid, tradition is best, I won't suggest anything. In fact, I'm going, goodbye.
Enjoy your baby.
It's like, I think that suggests that relationship is very difficult to come back on, frankly.
Yeah.
What do you think, dog?
I think Jeremy shouldn't have killed that fly. It was scary as fuck.
So, yes, I think not the arsehole.
I agree with you, and I'm willing to hit a button to that effect.
Go for it.
Not that button, obviously.
No, not this button.
I'm going to hit this button, though. Not the arsehole. Don't call anyone a bitch, especially a pregnant lady, especially if you're in a relationship with that pregnant lady.
Yeah.
It does sound like a recipe for disaster.
I understand I've heard that, emotions can go crazy when you're pregnant, but it's hard to argue that when you're not the one that's pregnant. Anyway.
Would you like to try and give Button a treat?
Oh, I'd love to.
There you go. He won't eat it, I don't think.
Would you like one from me? Do you want one there? No? Do you want a little... No, so I'll put it there just in case you change your mind. Would you like to take it away with our final one and we'll wrap this shizzle out?
The final arsehole. The final dog arsehole.
Yes, because next week...
We are not here. Because I'm in Wales.
Yes, that was it. That was what Harmstone mentioned earlier and we didn't clear up. But yes, we are not here next week.
We might be back the week after, but it depends on schedule and stuff. The summer is problematic.
Yes, so stay tuned on Discord. If you're not following our Discord, you can follow it on... Can someone hit the Discord button? And come and join us on our Discord, and it'll definitely tell you where it is, because you're on holiday next week.
Yeah.
And yeah, summer can be difficult, but we love having you here.
Random stuff crops up in the summer, like doing stuff and going away.
You can join us there.
Just make sure in the Discord. I'll also
hang out and chat.
Put an update up when we are doing it on other social media.
If you've joined us here and you don't know us very well as a community, you can come and join us there. It's not a big. Yes, you do. Can have this. Oh, and again. It's not a crazy Discord with loads and loads of crazy bits. It's quite easily navigable because sometimes they go on other people's stuff and there's a billion channels.
Yeah.
100 people saying things all at once. So come and join us there and you'll find out when it's happening.
Now then, let's close this out, shall we?
Yes.
Am I the arsehole?
Yes, you are.
Am I the arsehole for questioning why a dog was brought indoors to a non-dog friendly restaurant?
Well, I'm wondering about that.
He says, stroking his dog like it's Blofeld's cat. I, 29F, was waiting in line at a fast casual restaurant. Fast casual restaurant?
This old bullshit again.
A fast food joint.
Fast casual. It's casual.
Just say McDonald's, mate.
Fast casual? That's like a mix-up of smart casual and fast food. It's like what you should wear. It's a dress code for McDonald's.
Yeah.
5 dogs.
It's like McDonald's, but they all wear jeans.
McDoggles. McDoggles!
Fast casual. You're not on to a good start here, 29F. Fast fucking casual. I, 29F, was waiting in line at a fast casual restaurant, waiting to order some food. Think something similar to Panera. Right, yeah.
That's Panera. I don't know what that is.
That is a fast food restaurant that does bread stuff, basically.
Panera.
Yeah.
Pan meaning bread.
Yes.
Era meaning what you dry your clothes on.
Correct.
Okay.
But in this case, they dry their bread on it.
Ah, these Italians. So clever.
Yeah. The lady in line behind me brought in their golden retriever. There were probably 4 other customers ahead of me. There is no patio at the restaurant, and clear signage on the door, service dogs only, no pets. I know this wasn't a service dog because it started sniffing around everything, including me and the owner. Oh, hang on, no, I've read that wrong. Let's try that again.
It's instant, you're the arsehole. Doggo is a VGB. Yes, because it's the golden retriever. You're not a golden retriever.
No, he's half whatever that dog was earlier, half Shih Tzu. What was the other one?
Honestly.
It's like number 2 on your list. Have you thrown it in the bin?
The husky.
No, not the husky.
Chow
Number 3
Chow.
on your list. No, not the Chow Chow.
Afghan.
No, not that was number 1. Powder
Pomeranian.
shit. That's it. Powder shit. Powder puff. That's him.
We like golden. Chow Chow.
Do the Chow Chow. Boop, 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 boop. It's never going to be not funny. Anyway, I'll read this.
Don't want to do the Chow Chow. That's rule 1, mate. Oh, you right there? Do you like the little singing? Yes.
I don't think he did. I'll read this sentence again,
Please do.
but properly.
Yes.
I know this wasn't a service dog because it started sniffing everything around it, including me. And that's where that sentence should have ended, but it didn't. And the owner didn't try to say it was.
I don't really understand that sentence.
No. As I
The owner
said.
didn't try to say it was.
Yeah.
I never said it was.
Leave off. It's a service dog. Okay. Seems like something no one would say. But so it makes sense that he did not say it.
Because it wasn't.
I'm assuming he, owner, that's bad of me. They, the owner. I pulled out my earbuds and asked if she missed the sign that said no pets.
Ha! Wow, really went for it. Sometimes people don't, but there you go. I wonder what the person is going to respond, Jeremy.
She tells me she isn't eating here and planned to be in and out.
Like In-N-Out Burger, which
That's
is
a
another
different
fast
restaurant
casual.
chain.
Yes,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
making the same. I love
Fast
it.
casual restaurant.
On the West Coast. So because she's going to come in and out, she can do what she wants. The rules don't apply to her.
Correct.
Classic.
I told her that didn't matter.
That's not how it works.
This place doesn't allow pets, and told her she should leave.
Boom. She
the
left
fuck
immediately
out.
with her tail between her legs. End of discussion.
No.
No.
She responds that she didn't think it would bother anyone. I
Why?
tell her it's disgusting to have a dog in the restaurant, and it's bothering me.
It's bothering me.
Right then, another customer gets in line behind us and starts praising the dog and petting it.
Oh, shit.
It was Harmstone there.
Harmstone comes in. Enter Harmstone, stage left.
Hi, everybody.
Oh.
The dog owner makes a comment to me. See, people like him.
That's not the point.
I respond back with, so, if you want to show your dog off, find somewhere else to do it.
Surprise cameo. Word up.
A restaurant that a dog is not allowed in is not the time or the place.
No, in fact, it's definitely not either of those things. And just because you've got a survey of one is hardly, statistically significant, let's say.
We don't listen to what Harmstone says.
No.
I ended with a get the fuck out. Like, seriously, being rude. Seriously, you're being rude. She left.
End.
The customer that came in after seemed kind of shell-shocked and defended the dog owner, saying the dog wasn't doing anything to you. I ignored her.
Yes.
Am I the arsehole?
What's it got to do with you? I would have said. I would have tied my dog up just outside the door in that situation. But I'd also not mind at all if someone else brought a dog in. It's up to the staff to say something.
No animals, regardless of cuteness, in restaurants. I think that's fair to say. Like, if I can't bring my horse in, you can't bring your dog in.
In a situation like that, the only way to prove it is just to ride a horse in.
I'm on a horse.
I don't think you can rely on staff of any stripe to say anything in any situation.
Yeah. Retail staff will not enforce the rules of the establishment.
They don't give a single shit.
Not a little bit, no.
They could be stealing from Primark and they'll be like, nah, mate.
Not my problem, mate.
I tell you last week, or did I just tell Aletha that I saw someone stealing some Haribo?
No, you didn't tell us.
No, I was in Germany a few years in Essen for like the board game convention. And I went in, I thought, I'm here on my own. The other guys haven't turned up yet. I'm going to buy myself a bottle of wine to take back to my hotel room because I know I'm going to drink it. And and some food and stuff like that because I was hungry. And I went in and I went down one of the aisles and a guy had just nicked some Haribo and he was taking it off the shelf and he turned to me and he was walking past me and he just started shoving it up his jumper. So he was mid shoplift with Haribo because grown-ups love it. So, as long with
kids and grown-ups.
Yeah, in this case, he loved it so much he wanted to steal it.
The happy world of klepto.
Listen, Haribo's so expensive that guy's like, stealing Haribo? Like, you think of the things you'd shoplift and Haribo. He was honestly...
Just go for the steak, mate. What are you stealing sweets for when you could go and get some filet mignon?
A big bag of sweets that he shoved up his jumper. And I thought, should I tell someone? I mean, he was moving at pace and he was going to be out the store. And I'm like, excuse me, that person just fucking nicked some Haribo. Like any
What person? Oh, the Flash, 10 metres down the road.
He was, as we know from DC. No one gave a fuck. And I was, so I just kind of think staff don't really give a fuck. They definitely don't give a fuck in the cinema. Someone's making noise. And they don't give a shit. So you can't expect them to enforce the rules. We have to have vigilante Q justice. Because otherwise you can't rely on staff.
Yeah. Where's the green arrow when you need him?
To shoot someone in the head.
Mm-hmm. With an arrow.
With an arrow. Until he's run out of arrows. Then he goes home.
Then he just punches them in the face a bit.
Takes his arrows back out of them.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, you should recycle your arrows. That's just good arrowing.
Do you know, I was in Sainsbury's, no, I wasn't. It was Tesco Express, and they had a plastic locked box around their beef mince.
Yeah. Tamsin was just saying, Aldi have security tags on their $2.99 steaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, are people nicking?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything. And all of the alcohol now has got those weird, like, nets around it with security tags on it. And it's like, really ruin this for all of us, don't you, you klepto pricks?
You can't rely on these guys to say anything, but I think it's quite hard to stand in a... Do you know what are you bringing a dog in for? I mean, I think most people in England, and maybe the world, it depends, that's an overblown, unlikely statement, probably don't confront people when this stuff happens.
No, I think I would firmly tut and roll my eyes. I would tut very loudly and roll my eyes, and that would be about the extent of it.
I'd just be like, oh, I guess no one gives a shit then.
Maybe tap the sign a bit or something.
I worked in retail for 5 and a bit years. Yes, people steal everything. What kind of things did they steal while you were there? That's what I want to know.
Did anybody steal your heart, Harmstone?
Did they?
Did you fall in love at the Apple store?
Op is an arsehole for saying something. Read the room. Read the room.
Did they not know you were there, Harmstone? Honestly.
Listen, you are the only person with the problem here. Maybe you're the problem.
Who,
Maybe
Harmstone?
the dog's fine. Maybe he was there, as I recall in this story. We had a ram raid. One of my friends had a machete held to her throat.
Well, that's not comedy, is it?
A machete.
Way to lower the tone. My friend almost died. Ha ha.
Machete. Fuck me.
That's quite an expensive
ram
knife.
raid not enough. They're in a big fucking thing that smashed through the side of a wall.
But that's quite an expensive knife as well. It's like, why didn't the kitchen knife is probably easier.
I'll bring a machete. Well, I think actually the massive fucking van we're going to use is enough. Well, it might not be. You know.
Fucking
mind
machete.
you, yeah, I have to say.
In case you need to do some bambooing later. When you're robbing Tesco at 5, but you've got to build a hut out of bamboo at 6.
They didn't have any. They didn't go to steal anything. They just knew Harmstone was working there at the time.
That seems reasonable.
Let's see if we can get him.
Yeah.
They probably need the machete. Yeah, it's like, hang on a minute. Can you take the tag off that? Yes, certainly. Right now, give us the money. So let us. The cigarette one was the funniest. The store next door was getting refurbed. So they dressed as workers and hammered through the other side of the cig cabinet. I had heard that, and it might not be the same story, but I've heard people. Yes, yeah. Classic. So we better get to the bottom of this one.
Yes, absolutely.
What is the top line?
Let me read the title for you again. Am I the arsehole for questioning why a dog was brought indoors to a non-dog-friendly restaurant? I think, at least for the next day and a half, I am legally obligated to say that, yes, sir, you are the arsehole.
She's the arsehole. That's an overkill reaction for a few minutes of a dog in a restaurant.
There you go.
I agree.
Here's a stamp for that.
I would be rubbing the dog Op is a massive dunk. Yeah, I saw you did say that, and we were in the middle of it, so I couldn't respond. But I'm sure Duncan is not going to be happy to hear that. It's becoming a thing.
It's not even becoming. It's firmly a thing.
It's firmly a thing. I'm glad that I could encourage this.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I believe we've come to the end of our episode, nay, the end of Pawsitivity Month.
This is the end.
How much money have you? Will you now have to give?
I have to give £9.
Listen, why don't you call dogs an absolute cunt, and then you can make it £10?
That sounds good.
Yeah, but by the way, if you're going to make a pound out of it, just really go for it, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe if I ask you what you really think of dogs for £1, you can sign off on it.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I will let loose on dogs.
Yes.
To close us out.
I'm going to let loose on dogs rule 1. But thank you very much for coming. Thanks for all the bits. Thanks for all the subs. Will especially, and everyone coming in and coming back again. We won't see you next Monday, but maybe the Monday after. Check in Discord. It's the end of Pawsitivity Month.
Yes, I'll put a full total on the Discord as I send it off to the Mountain Rescue Dogs. But there's still 2 days left, so if you'd like to donate, links in the bottom corner there next to Alex's ankle. code-fi.com/JezX everything.
Thanks to Button for joining us and being such a VGB all night long.
Such an energetic guest. Could hardly contain him the entire night. We loved the energy he brought. Yes. Now, do you have a question for me?
What do you think about dogs?
Do you know what, mate? I fucking love dogs.
Fuck,